actually our hero.
Ha. Take
heck.
that, curveball.
Hello.
It was a heckin' curveball.
I wasn't ready.
It's a heckin' curveball. Hello,
That's not-
everyone.
that's
How
true,
you
that's
all
my own
doing?
Discord.
Yes. Hello.
There we
How
go.
are we here? Yes, we're here, Dutch. Just put everything out of your mind that you heard in the first few seconds of the starting soon.
What did you hear, Dutch? What
I left
did
everything.
you
I
hear?
left everything unmuted for like
Wait,
2
really?
seconds. Yeah.
Oh,
Did you hear
no.
the constipation joke?
No, that was well
Mm.
and truly muted by that point.
That's
Thank you,
the
Gouda, for
only
that.
important thing that needs to be heard.
Oh no, does this mean Dutch heard how much we were bitching about him?
Yeah, Dutch heard everything.
How
Yeah.
bitchin'
Damn it.
amazing he is.
No.
Hi, Gouda.
Hello, Gouda.
Gouda,
Hello,
you should
Gouda.
also be hydrating. Go hydrate, go rest. Gouda, drink tea. I'm drinking tea. Is anyone else drinking tea?
No.
It's too hot. Too hot for tea.
I'm even
I
on
have
the water.
I have a large coffee with well, it had a lot of ice in it. It is since
Is that a
melted.
celery straw?
No, but it's just a straw.
But
That
it
is
looks like
just,
it could-
just so happens to be green.
Sure.
It looks, but
sure it
it's
is.
kind of no. Do you know what it looks like? A leek or
Oh,
a
yeah.
spring onion. You know,
He's drinking
does,
it out of
it
a
does.
spring onion. Absolutely.
it
Hey,
does
Luna.
look like spring onion.
Tell you that actually.
Gouda, you have soup and water. Nice. I'm gonna have some soup and water after I'm done with these people.
I'm having some super water.
These people.
Okay.
These people, you all know and love.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back. We haven't been here in a while.
We haven't been here all year.
We
Yeah,
haven't been here
it's-
all year.
How long have you been waiting for that?
I feel like this
Be
is the
honest.
last time you can make that joke on a stream.
Damn it.
Like,
I mean, this is the only time.
yeah.
I haven't been here all year.
At least we can't make that joke for another whole year.
Yeah, and so we
Well,
gotta make it while we can.
Orb got there first.
Oh Lord.
Love is a strong word. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
The audacity. Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to brain. For everyone not
Well.
aware, I've been very sick and I'm slowly recovering. We're
But
all
it's
almost
nothing.
Have you
there.
been sick all year?
I've been sick all year actually.
Holy shit.
I've had the joke twice.
Same. Well done. That deserved a clap.
I'm just
a singular
doing-
clap, right?
No, I did a whole round of applause. You didn't hear me?
Nah.
Orb's a bully. How is Orby a bully?
Orb do be bully.
Heck.
Did you know that we're on in the game day 131 right now?
Oh. Cool.
Nice.
I didn't know that.
No.
That's kind of cool. So it's been almost half a year in game since it all started.
Are you telling me Rudy has woken up in the same vicinity as Arthur Orblet III for almost half a year?
Yeah. Actually, oh my god, so we're gonna go on tangents in a bit,
Well,
but first
that
we
depends
gotta
on
do
how
some
long the
mandatory
year
stuff.
is
I
in,
cannot.
in this world, right?
How is he still sane? How is Rudy still sane?
I mean, he's
How...
like half dead.
Yeah.
He lost a lot on this
I
trip.
feel like Rudy's been through a lot at this point.
Do you think his ability to feel annoyed reminds him that he could still be somewhere human?
I'm gonna say yes.
Maybe because he's still been kind of very like definitive in his emotions. I think that even his like his emotive self has been stripped to its bare bones.
Yeah, birds.
He feels only 3 things: hunger, annoyance,
No, 2 things. That's it.
and a mysterious third one that he hasn't quite revealed yet.
And a secret third.
Imagine
A secret
a
third.
secret third. But did you all know that I'm going to do the introductions now?
And hunger is the third. Hunger, annoyance, and hunger.
I mean that's apt.
Disgust.
To be
Yes.
fair,
You can do the introduction.
pretty much in the last like 5 months, of in-game time, Rudy has only really felt not hungry once.
That's
Hmm.
true.
I know that feel.
You know that feel. I know that feel. Feel is also the Swedish word for sour milk. So here we go. I'm Joseph, the dungeon
Oh my
mistress.
god.
I run this game. I made this world. I am always benevolent and always kind and just. And I'm joined by my friends. Gouda is off sick today. Send all your thoughts and praises to Gouda. Gouda, enjoy your soup, enjoy your water, have a nice time lurking and resting. And then we have, from Participation Award, it's Roju, playing Gerald the Wizard, the human sorcerer warlock sorcerer. And then we have Cuddly Raptor, today coming back as the one and only Nana Melivora.
It's the return of Nana.
She do be back.
We have AussieDevFro playing Rudy Magic Hands McGee,
Pause.
the reborn cleric. We've got the wettest orb playing Arthur Orblet III, the elven rogue ranger, and I did forget to mention that Nana is a gnome druid, but we've now gone full circle. I did miss Nana. She is kind of short. I'm
Wow.
sorry,
Wow.
We all missed Nana as
but
well.
she has a big heart.
It makes up for it.
I'm making up for it. That's true. That's
And a
true.
big
It's like
spoon.
80% of her body. Like
Oh
it's-
god, that doesn't sound healthy at all. No, that's
It sounds too much.
yeah,
Yeah.
that can't be
Hard.
good.
all
Really.
hard.
That
Maybe
can't
it's not
be
bad,
real.
but it can't be good.
It can't be good, you know? It's like, I can't believe the Grinch is alive considering his heart size keeps changing, you know?
Plot armor.
Yeah, that's plot armor. That's the only way. I mean, he does have a very unique diet. I don't know if that will have something to do with
I
it.
mean, probably. Physiology can be weird.
I
You know?
can't remember
Yeah.
what he eats, but I imagine he steers the
Glass
children.
and trash.
Oh, okay. I was like, close.
I mean, he seems to be able to eat conventional food as well, but he does eat glass bottles and like banana peels, and he seems to enjoy it.
But hey Josie,
Yeah, hi
What's-
Roju.
what's been happening in Dramonia?
What's been happening in Dramonia? Oh shit. The stock market exploded.
Oh, yep,
And-
yep.
Oh god, I hope Gerald had been investing. Shit.
Rudy was investing in graveyards, but since all the bodies started getting up and walking and joining an army, he's lost so much money. Oh my god.
Yeah. Sadly. But then you came up with this lucrative new business of regraving, where people have to pay you to put the bodies back in the graves. So there's been rumors spreading that Rudy is just like putting corpses in people's homes and being like, nah, you gotta pay. I'm sorry, I can't do anything. My hands are tied.
Literally, and then, like, literally has tied hands.
Yeah. And Arthur became a workaholic. He now he hasn't been seen in quite some time. He claims that he's always working, but no one has actually seen him do any work. Gerald has been missing for the last 3 months of the 7 days that have passed. And he's finally come back, and he somehow looks exactly the same, if not a little bit more scared.
Yeah, sounds about right.
No,
Brian.
I'm joking.
Didn't
I
think it
have an
was
actual
possible.
I have an actual recap written. I'm just
Oh, thank God.
messing it around.
No, I like this one.
Yeah.
Never got to Nana.
Nana. Damn it.
Nana fed everyone. Literally
Even the
everyone. There is
corpses?
Hold
not
on.
one
This
person.
reminds me that I haven't
still here.
turned off my channel reward, channel point thingies. Someone just played it. They ask you how you are, but you say you're fine.
Okay, that's so perfect.
It was perfect. Oh my god. There we go. No, it was perfect. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for that. Best timing ever. Everyone has forgotten to turn off the sound alert. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
I never turned
No,
off my
I
sound
have an
alerts.
actual recap. It will be ad-libbed slightly because of the sudden disappearance of George. Hold on.
We're off to a classic D&D start.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Classic.
100%.
Okay, here we go. A week has passed since the battle at Fungi Majora. Upon returning to Ebonspire, the party met with the Queen and her council. General Orlean not present, as he had returned to the Citadel Crest. The party had left River back in Fungi Majora to help reclaim the city and the jungle. And she said that she would come to Ebonspire when the time was right. And she would help use the essence of the Ur-Dragon Muhit to fight off the hordes of the undead that were encroaching. The party reported on meeting this green Ur-Dragon Muhit and fending off the threat in Fungi Majora and getting a communication from Jalira.
Mm-hmm.
The Queen and Headmaster Golath Yok both ushered the Vanguard to go to this meeting, if anything, to glean any new information possible and gauge the Fiend's new powers. The week is spent preparing, Arthur throwing himself at work as the new leader of the Midnight Suns Guild of Volunteers, Rudy establishing a small shrine and chapter for the Pallid Princess, and Gerald locking himself in a makeshift study to learn the final incantation from his hat Sarkava. The group was also called into the headmaster's study to talk about their excursion in the Blue Keep. And a few days after arriving back, a courier came running, said that there was a delivery on the train. This turned out to be a chicken, a mimic, and a very angry twig blight.
Our pets have returned.
While the chicken seemed completely unperturbed and just happy to exist, Crater and Vinny had been in constant fights this entire time. After some resting, shopping, and decompression, the Vanguard has made for Green Harbor to meet up with Nana. And that is where we're going to come to. As all of you stand in the port city and the port city of shipwrights, Green Harbor, you're back. You've been here before once. And you're waiting just outside city limits when there's a tiny, tiny little tree that suddenly bends open. And out steps Nana.
Oh, Nana, it's great to see you.
Oh, hello, boys. I hope you've all been good.
Nana, never leave me alone with them again, please.
Is George right behind you?
Oh, and the tree closes.
Yes.
No, George had a couple more things to do, and he said he would be right here. I don't know if that means a couple days or not, but I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yes, I'm sure he took care of himself for quite some time. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be continue to be capable of such. Anyway, forget him for now. How are you, Nana? Are you been well?
Oh, yes, very well, very well. But before we get into my adventures, you need to tell me what this all is about. What's happening? I just sort of heard a kerfuffle, and now I'm not sure what we're doing. What?
Well, let's go somewhere where we can get a bit of a drink. I'm a bit hungry, and a bit thirsty. So I think not talking in the open like this would be foolish if we continue. So
Oh yeah, we should absolutely not talk about how we were contacted by Jalira out in the open. That'd
Hey,
be
what?
awful.
Rudy, time and place.
Well, it's almost mid. No, look, wait, no, you mean that figuratively?
Arthur just sort of sighs and starts walking towards the tavern.
Yes, you've been here before. You know that there is a tavern called the Briny Bracket, where you've stayed previously.
Right. Our besties.
Yeah, where you also know that the bartender is named Gerald.
Yes.
We do remember this. Yes.
That's the one where the waitress hates us, right?
No, that's in Tarkar.
That's in Tarkar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
And
to
it's probably just Arthur, I would assume, right?
know.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah, just after.
I mean,
Do we have our pets with us right now? Or did we leave them in
Surely,
Ebonspire?
surely not.
Do we leave them in Ebonspire at the guild? We probably
They are
did.
probably in the guild house.
Oh.
But all of you, except for Nana, do have slightly sore cheeks, as you've had a lot of strange sudden encounters with Vinny's little twig hands, just slapping you in the face every now and then.
just furious.
I'd like to
Every now and
believe-
then, when you wake up in the morning, the worst one was actually for Rudy, since Rudy just goes immobile but not unconscious, and just watching Vinny crawl up and talk to you.
It's your sleep paralysis demon now.
Just having to watch Vinny come into view and just whisper to you, "I'm gonna slap you. It's gonna come. I'm gonna slap you when or where."
The really frustrating thing is that it waited right until Rudy woke up, and then as he metaphorically blinked awake, that's when the slap hit him.
Every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It became a morning routine.
It really did. Anyway,
What a good
tavern.
boy.
So yeah, Arthur's gonna go find a tavern to sit at.
You know what? We're gonna do one of these. It is currently 6 p.m.
All
Alright.
right, so Arthur's gonna order around for the table.
around for the table.
Yeah.
That's gonna be 5 copper pieces per person.
Easy.
And you get some tap ale.
Sweet. So no, we went on a mighty fine adventure. You could say there was laughing, there was crying, there was death, there was
And
Yeah.
I was counting them now. There was death, and she's like, "No, you're here."
Oh yeah, Arthur died.
I'm sorry, Arthur. What?
Arthur
He
just
died.
looks down. Arthur looks down.
I
at
mean, he
this.
got better. I mean, I was there. Of course, he got better. What? Why
Yes.
wouldn't he get better? But he did die.
And
It was
just
very
puts her
traumatic,
phone in her
actually.
Hands the stress.
He also got lost.
Maybe not so frivolous with our friend died.
But
Well,
he's here.
why don't you start from when I left you? What happened? Did you talk to the dragon? Did you?
Oh yeah, we found the dragon.
We did,
Oh,
yes.
good.
Absolutely.
Muhit was alive and well. Jalira had tried and failed to get at him. River ended up becoming the vessel for Muhit's energy,
my God.
like what's his name back at the mountain range.
My grandkids are going to grow so big.
Oh yeah,
Well-
she was very, very impressive after
I think-
after inheriting that energy.
It certainly did boost her in many ways. But I don't think it's to hold on to forever. Otherwise, she will actually just turn into a new Mahit. So it's a temporary thing, I think.
I see. Well, I suppose that's her choice one way or another, but yes, I can see how you maybe wouldn't want to grow to the size of an Ur dragon if you still have things to see and places
Well,
to be.
it's not just growing into an Erd dragon, it's actually losing yourself to the essence of Muhit and sort of becoming Muhit, essentially. So there'd be no more river is the problem there.
But that's okay, because this whole kerfuffle will be done in a month or so, and then we'll find a new host for the Vanguard.
I'm sure there'll be
fine.
someone. I'm sure there'll
Yeah.
be someone.
Not to say that River wasn't worthy, just someone more
no,
adequate.
she was absolutely worthy. Just limitations of our frail physicality.
Right. All right. Well, okay. You found the dragon and you saved the dragon, I suppose.
Yes. Then we.
In a manner of speaking,
Yes.
didn't really need saving per se, but we've certainly recovered the essence.
Then we battled to rescue Fungi Majora. And that's, where Arthur, very valiantly, I might add, died.
I had to do it, Nana.
Didn't he die in the blue kid?
Nana, you'll be able to see that Arthur actually has like a really gruesome scar on his neck.
Oh, okay.
As you look at it, though, Arthur's gonna try and hide it a little bit.
Pop his collar.
Yeah. She's
The pop his collar.
she's seen it, but he does that, and she just goes, "Okay." What do you mean have to, Arthur? You need to be more specific.
Well, it was either I die or everyone dies.
This is true. That demon was literally going to probably take a good bite out of all of us.
Well, that was a very noble thing you did, Arthur, but I do hope you stay with us for a while longer. No more heroic acts. You hear me?
And Arthur just goes, yeah, Nana. And he just pulls out paperwork that looks like just work stuff, and he just starts working on it.
Is that a petition for more? That's to shorten the uniform. Arthur, you shouldn't be signing that one.
Oh, that's what you think. No, this is actually
It says right
getting.
there.
This is for the short people, Rudy. Apparently, our uniforms are too big.
They're not magical after all. That makes sense. Anyway, while we were in the Blue Keep, we did manage to scry Angelia, and we did actually find out her stronghold location. So that's a little win for us.
Oh, good. Let's go kick her ass.
Oh, funny you say that, actually.
All in good time.
We are going to go meet her soon, yes?
I'm not really still a big fan of the idea,
I
but
beg
the
your
Queen
pardon?
seems to
The
think
Queen
it's a good
literally
idea.
advised that we do it.
I know, but sometimes queens make mistakes. Maybe this is just one of them. We don't know.
Would you
anyway-
say that to her face?
Oh, heavens not. Are you kidding me? She'd kill me.
All right. Well,
Nana, just sorry to catch you up. When we were finishing up our business, we got a call through the sending stone from Jalira, offering a parley here in Green Harbor, actually, conveniently enough.
Funny how that
And
works out.
we told the Queen about it, and for some reason, she seemed to think it was a good idea to throw us into the lion's den and for this parley. So that's where we are. Yep.
all right. Well,
No, I don't think it could hurt.
Also, I think we was it Nana that one of the sets of armor was for?
yes.
I believe
well,
so.
Yes. Also here, pull it out of the haversack. This got finished while you were gone as well. Enjoy.
Oh, wonderful. I was wondering when this would come in. It would be really handy right about now.
Fine craftsmanship on this armor, and we certainly need the protection where we're going.
And as that's happening, Arthur's going to hand a form to Nana. Nana, you just need to sign this saying that you're back from your trip, so you have access to everything again.
all right. And she just, adjusts her little old lady glasses and like starts scanning the form. Because she's like that person who like reads everything.
Reads the terms and
Yeah,
conditions.
she reads the terms and conditions.
It's for the best. Someone has to.
And
But
then
someone also needs to correct the spelling mistakes.
yeah, for sure. Circles them when she finds
In
them.
fact, it might just be better just to rewrite the whole thing, really.
Nana just pulls out some red ink and a quill, starts marking the paper.
Wow.
Like, Nana, that's not what we gave it to you for.
Oh, sorry.
At the same time, though, you see that Arthur hasn't touched his drink.
So when, Josie, just a reminder, when was that proposed meeting supposed to take place? Was that just a thing that would happen when we arrived? Julia would reach out again?
You
or?
didn't get a time. You only got a date, which would be tomorrow.
That's what I thought. All right.
But you didn't get any, like, specific time.
Well, if we go back to the topic of meeting with Jalira, I mean, we are here, unless we want to step through a tree or, teleport back to my little shrine. I suppose we may as well just stay the night here and see what happens.
Well, I don't see why not. We're here anyway.
But Gerald, if you have any thoughts against it, I mean...
Oh, staying
hear
here?
them. Yeah.
Oh, not really. I can set up my tiny hut wherever we are, really, so... Oh, we've got a fortress now, as well.
First we have a Gerald world, and now we have a... What?
Oh, we've got a deployable adamantine tower. It's pretty cool.
You'll have to show me how this works, but probably in a big open field.
Yes, you don't want to be close to it when it pops open.
I can only imagine.
What if you just threw it under someone and then released the spell?
Oh, it would hurt. It would hurt.
Would it
a lot.
now?
Oh, yes.
That kind of feels like a round 2 after a train, if you ask me.
Please.
Arthur looks up and goes, Rudy, do you know how much the train's going to cost to get?
No, but that's why I'm not the treasurer.
Arthur just looks back down, shaking his head, keeps writing.
Arthur, do you know how much it's going to cost?
No, that's why I was asking you. We need to
I'm not the
know.
treasurer, Arthur! Wait, Arthur, have you hired a treasurer?
Arthur just looks back down again.
Oh dear God, the guild doesn't have a treasurer.
I thought it did. Oh, well.
He doesn't remember who, and he's like gone through paper and all this sort of shit. Like,
I must say, Arthur, I'm impressed though you've stepped up to the role. It was certainly surprising.
well, it's either do this or die. It looks like
I can see why you chose this.
I think that pretty much rounds up everything.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything
Well-
else to really...
Look, I would catch you all up on our adventures, but I feel that George should be here to help me tell the tale, so to speak. So, in the meantime, just know that mission accomplished, and I'm sure we'll see him soon.
Oh, okay.
He has a habit of popping out of random places at just the right time where we need him.
Or the wrong time, when he wants to steal all our stuff. But that was a long time ago.
Yes, you keep bringing it up.
Well, it's because it's still very pertinent.
Arthur just pops his head back up. Oh, do we want another round of drinks? And just gets another round of drinks for everyone.
Jill sort of looks down at his barely touched. One time, it was one time.
Rudy- Rudy takes, because Arthur gets up to go order more drinks, Rudy takes Arthur's untouched drinks and drinks it. And then puts it back empty. Back to his spot.
Yep. As Arthur comes back, oh yeah, I thought I'd drink my drink, and just hands them out.
Yeah, I suppose we're just staying here the night then.
Yeah. Nana will.
If there's nothing important, I mean,
Try and grab
obviously
some rooms.
Cuddly has heard and seen all the sessions, so it's
I have,
to go into super
funnily
detail.
enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Nana will pull Arthur aside before everyone goes to bed under the guise of not understanding one of the words in the contract. But other than that, yeah, she'll just grab him. Oh, Arthur, this part doesn't really make sense. Can I just go over this with you?
Yeah, sure. Look, I probably don't know what it means either, but I'll give it my best shot.
I probably don't know what it means either. And she just kind of looks around and leans in and goes, Arthur, I've known you for a little while now, and I haven't really known you to not be a social drinker.
Oh, I drank my drink. See, no, that's empty. And like the second cup's empty is somehow that other never touched.
There's a little bit of Rudy's cheek on top of the rim of that.
Yeah.
Just some soft skin.
Yeah, it's just lost skin on it.
Nana's just kind
It's
of
been a while
looking at it
since
going,
that happened.
"Sure."
Yeah, no, I drank my drink. See, they were both empty.
Arthur,
Yes.
you're not one to throw yourself into work this hard.
Oh, someone's got to do it.
Don't discourage him, Nana.
Oh,
That's
this was like away from the rest of the
Oh,
group.
sorry.
Yeah.
That's okay. She was like trying to wheedle that information out of him. So she just kind of looks at him and goes, "Look, I can't imagine it's very easy to experience death. And if you need to talk about anything, you know I'm here for you."
Look, Nana, I'm feeling very guilty. Made all my friends worried about me. I met my wife, my child. I feel guilty leaving them behind. I feel guilty just all over, and I don't know how to deal with that. And I don't know. And Arthur just sort of tears up a little bit and starts walking away.
Arthur, before you go,
Arthur turns around.
you know they'll wait for you, right?
But I left them then.
I know, dear.
I let them die, and then I've left them. I could have been with them.
Well, I, for one, am happy that you're here, as selfish as that may be.
Arthur's really holding back the tears.
And she just gives him a little pat on the arm and says goodnight.
And yeah, Arthur just walks straight to bed.
Yep.
I wanted to have a quick word with Rudy as well while we're here.
Oh.
That's it.
in the other side of the tavern.
Yeah.
We're all like, ooh, it's a secret.
Rudy, you're more of the god type. I was just having a bit of a think about all this mess, and he kind of just gestures to everything around him.
You're right. It is a little messy in here, but yes, go on.
Oh no, in a broader sense.
Oh, yeah. No, I noticed the streets were a little cluttered.
But it just occurred to me that quite some time ago, in fact, probably the last time we were in Green Harbor, I believe, it just brought back the memory that at the time when we were down in this basement that we're going to be meeting in, the last time we were there, Nana and I went through, as you remember, and we spoke with Suriel.
Yes.
It just occurred to me that her request was to go to the Blue Tower and free the one who has been there the longest, which we now know is the man himself.
Now that is a really interesting coincidence, isn't
And
it?
I wonder, well, no, not a coincidence. I would say, what was the purpose? What did she want them free for?
Well, if you remember, the Blue Mage did say in his letter to you that he was afraid of what might happen if he was involved,
Yes,
but on the wrong side. Maybe that's what Suriel wanted anyway.
well, possibly.
You do remember that he was an extremely powerful diviner.
Hmm.
Maybe Surreal is also afraid of what he could have told us. Maybe predicting, divining, scrying.
Possibly, but if she was if it was afraid of the blue mage, then then why free him? He's perfectly incapacitated where he is.
Maybe
Would
maybe Surreal can't get to him in the Blue Tower, but
Would
there's a
this-
chance mortals can.
or did Surreal think that he would join their side, perhaps, or
I
who
Your
knows?
your guesses are as good as mine. I don't claim to know the inner workings of any deity's mind, let alone one that I don't really follow. But yeah, I agree that.
It was just
now
troubling
that-
me.
Oh yeah, no. Now that there's a very high chance that if this meeting is to take place, it could also involve Suriel.
Possibly. I mean, that is one of the one of those that's wanting to bust through to our plane, is it not?
You know what? Give me a second. Do I have it slotted right now? Let us have a quick look. Probably not. Probably not. Everything's still set on combat.
Well, you
Yeah.
would have had several days, so it's
Yeah.
If you want to alter,
I might
that's fine.
just reset. Yeah. Because we're only looking for a small amount of guidance. Is it divination I'm thinking of? Yeah. I mean, if you want, Gerald, I could maybe try to communicate with Ogathoa to divine any form of, I don't know, whether there's something we should be particularly worried about here tomorrow in regards to how dangerous Surreal could be in Green Harbor.
If you think it'll help, I don't know.
It's better than nothing.
I do say knowing is better than not knowing.
Even if one has to communicate with a deity that you have questioned every single step of the way.
Well,
Rudy's
sometimes.
smiling as he says this. it's a joke, Joe. It's a joke.
I'm not laughing. I'm just terrified by this whole ordeal. Everything's terrible about it.
Oh dear. Oh, Gerald.
Everything's awful.
Oh dear. Yeah, I'm just thinking of yeah. Look, you know what? I will keep my eyes peeled to see if there's any form of divine interference.
Alex
tomorrow.
shudders when you say eyes peeled because it's very literal.
No, Gerald, I'm not going to literally peel a layer of.
You already have. You've got no eyelids, man. Stop reminding me.
Although that does remind me, I should probably wash them at some point soon. They get very dusty, you see. There's like a code, a film of dust. And Rudy starts going straight into the discussion of like, these are some of the new habits he has to take up because
Please,
of his
I
ego.
really don't want to know. But I think it's very much worth asking. I think, given that we know Suriel and Ogathoa had a falling out of sorts, so if anyone's going to know, it's probably a enemy? Question mark. I don't know what they are to each other.
Yeah, it sort of occurs to me, Josie, that like that would have been a really good thing for Rudy to be doing over the week. Would be attempting to converse with Ogathoa to better understand to see if he could have acquired some answers regarding the nature of the combat and everything. That's all right. That's fine. It's just I didn't think about it until now. Hey.
Well, you could always roll a divine intervention retroactively if you want.
Oh heck, yeah, let's do that. Let's go. First roll of the new year on.
Let's see if we get
Let's
a
make it a divine.
flashback.
Oh my gosh,
Get
can we get a
a
flashback?
divine intervention? Jesus.
Oh heck, that would be amazing. Oh, scroll.
Yeah. You gotta roll a D100 and you gotta get a 14 or lower.
14 or lower. D100.
Oof.
Let's go.
It's a hard roll.
It is a hard roll, but we've made
Good
it
luck.
once. That is a 20. That's
Oh,
close.
Feels getting down.
That's so close.
So
Down
close.
Oh.
Damn.
No, it's fine. He's all good. Yeah. But yeah, I think with that, Rudy would assure Gerald that your fears are well founded, but
yes.
and but Rudy will keep an eye out, and if something seems to start going haywire in a divine nature, he will let Gerald know instantly.
Well, I guess
Okay.
that's something. I can't imagine what she's going to want from us.
Oh, probably gonna try to figure out what we did with Muhit, I would assume.
Oh, possibly. We
I
should
mean-
make sure not to tell her.
Yes,
What? Yes.
I agree. And
Although
maybe
chances are she probably already knows at this point. Really.
honestly, I have no clue. I don't feel like understanding the machinations of a fiendess is really something we should be doing.
Well, she seems to have someone full-time scrying on us, so
Can you imagine if someone's job was full-time watching Arthur? That would be
Oh.
terrible. Like, can you imagine if there's like 4 or 5 of them just sitting there watching us all the time? Can you imagine if they're watching us go to the bathroom?
well, I think
The
there's only.
audacity!
I think there's
You know
only
what?
maybe-
I hope they're there. I'm going to give them a piece of my mind.
Well, I'm sure we can make their time very uncomfortable.
Oh, next time I pee, I'm so gonna just make threatening gestures in the air.
Whatever works for you, Rudy. I might retire to my rooms.
Yes, Rudy's now walking around.
It will be
suspiciously.
1 gold, 6 silver, and you get 2 double rooms.
Arthur's already paid that.
Oh, thank you, Arthur.
Arthur's already in bed.
So responsible.
It's a fad. It'll die out soon.
No, don't jinx it.
I mean, we say it's responsible now, but next thing we know, he'll be, I don't know. I was about to say doing paperwork, but he's already doing that.
Look, if
He's
we're
got
going
like
to have
one
a
of those
lead-
little writing desks, that's like a little box, like an old-timey clipboard. He's just going at it.
That's exactly what they see. Whoever goes.
He's even reached the point where he's got like a seal stamp in a little keychain attached to his belt loops.
Yeah. Yeah. So whoever's coming in my room, that's exactly what they see.
As a prank one night, Rudy would have replaced his regular ink with like blood red ink, just to scare him a little, because he would have stamped it, it would have just splattered blood everywhere.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Someone's
Does
gonna
anyone
have
do
a
anything
happy
particular
attitude around this
before bed?
place. No.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Nana's just rearranging spells, don't mind her.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm trying to do that on the side here as well.
Just
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, you
I'd like-
you do get a long rest.
I'd like to say that when Gerald is lying in bed, he's actually just listening to the message in the shell.
You're having the message in the shell. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Do you want to
Ultimately.
just for flavor? Do you want to recant to us what the poem says?
sure,
'Cause it's been a while.
it has been a while.
Yeah, I can't remember
Well,
this.
give us more time to redo these spells.
Yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
basically, yeah. go? I know it's back here. Here we go. So this is the shell that was inside the pearl that he got from Nadia.
It's a very small conch shell.
And it says, "In the ocean's depth, I wait for you. I wish that one day be part of two. To be part, I split apart, becoming more than me. In your hand, you hold a strand, allowing us to be we. When the two are one and one is more, I will need your aid to seal my fate and help you settle the score. Gerald, oh Gerald, torn between lion and snake. In your hand, you now hold my wish, if only to even the stakes. When your task is done and the battle won, I hope to my rescue you'll come." And he has a better idea of all of that now.
Oh, that's a throwback.
Mm.
Well,
And he feels like his task is done and his personal battle is won. So how is he going to?
You
How
do
on
know
earth
as well, I
is-
want to remember saying that the shell itself would also function as a tuning fork.
I vaguely remember that, yes, but I still have no personal way of plane shifting outside of that scroll.
Yeah, you just have the one scroll.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what's on his mind.
Yep. Once you've listened to that a couple of times, there's while you're drifting off to sleep, you also have almost like a low volume podcast that some people might listen to before bed. You've got Sarkaba.
Oddly
Sarkaba is like rehearsing for you bits and pieces of the final incantation. You know, like subliminal messaging. Like while you're sleeping, you're just hearing these lessons.
Yeah, I'm hearing waves from the shell, nice sea sounds.
You got sea sounds, you got a soft voice speaking to you in abyssal.
Speaking words of a deadly incantation in a demonic language. So relaxing.
So relaxing. Oh my god, that's like the best white noise ever. Like, what are you listening to? Just
sounds of the sea
lecture on death.
Yeah. Sounds of the sea and death. Yes, but that's it.
Wait, who's bunking with who? Who's
That's
in
up to you.
which room? I would feel, because Rudy wouldn't want to subject Nana to so much Arthur when she's just gotten back, so Rudy would probably bunk with Arthur.
Wow.
oh my god.
Does Arthur do paperwork long into the night, or are you in bed?
Arthur is currently still doing paperwork, yeah.
Rudy would situate himself in the exact location where just at the corner of your eye you can see him staring at you as he sort of knocks himself out to do his...
Well, I'll be in the not that room.
Arthur's ever so slightly keeps just do some more paperwork and just...
Yeah, there's
Sounds
also
a little bit more.
one moment where all of a sudden, through the wall, there's just this like ever so slight like piece of a barrier that just pops out, and it just makes Rudy turn a little bit towards you, Arthur.
I would like to imagine it just pushes him and it like turns him, but then over the course of the night he just starts...
Yeah, by the time you wake up, Rudy, you've like flipped over to your stomach and you're staring into the pillow.
Oh, damn it, Gerald, that's... Oh. Wait, I don't have to be on watch. What do I do for the next... Oh, I know. Arthur's asleep.
Yeah,
oh,
Arthur's
meditating by now,
asleep.
yeah?
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Rudy checks over all the paperwork and goes, no, that's not right. No, that can't be. And it corrects all the mistakes.
You know what? Like, make a history check.
No!
I mean,
You're gonna make mistakes. Oh my god.
I was gonna say, like, Arthur might not, like, he's a bit of a dum dum in social stuff,
But
but
he's not an idiot.
He's not an idiot per se. right?
Oh no,
Like,
Rudy, just a 10.
You got a 10. Okay, so I'm gonna say with an average 10, you
Hmm.
go through the paperwork and it's like you correct a few spelling mistakes, but then you also find there's not a lot of like errors,
Hmm.
but you do fix some of the wording, some of the spelling, but it's not like faulty.
I'm never going to let him know that he's actually good at this shit.
And in that one of the pieces of papers you would have found, it's right in the back, and it says a medal for Rudy.
Oh, we can't have that. Rudy whites it. He sort of gets rid of that. No medals. It would clash
No
horribly with my outfit.
Oh my god.
Is anyone else doing anything during the night, evening, morning?
No.
nothing specifically.
When Arthur wakes up, he goes through all his paperwork again, just double checking, making sure everything's right.
That final page
Okay.
is missing.
Yeah, the final page, the section about a medal is missing. And you do see some spelling checks.
Is Rudy still in the room?
Nah, he's already eaten his second helping of breakfast downstairs.
Yeah.
Arthur whips up another piece of paper and start writing the medal thing, but he sort of writes it and then goes down to Rudy. He goes, "Oh," puts the piece of paper on the table. Did you find something similar to this last night?
Oh yeah, and I got rid of it.
You know what this medal's even for?
Nope, but I don't need it.
You saved 2 of our lives.
Yeah,
You
and I
saved
don't
my
need it.
life, and you saved
Yeah.
Gerald's life back in the day.
And I'll
It's-
do it again as long as I need to.
The
We don't
medal.
need it. Nope, don't want it. If you pin a medal at me, I'll chase you to the ends of the earth, stabbing it in your ass. Don't do it.
It wasn't going to be a pin. It wasn't going to be anything like that. It was going to be a coupon of X amount of dollars for you to eat and drink wherever you wanted.
No, I don't. When you say X, is X like X or X?
I'm
How
still
much X are
figuring
we
that
talk-
out at the moment, Rudy.
We'll chat about this later. For now, can you go get yourself some food, and can you just ask them to send another round of everything?
Yeah, that's what I thought. And he puts the paperwork back in, and he goes, as he went to go to walk away, he comes back. He goes, "Why did you go through my paperwork in the first place?"
I was checking for spelling mistakes.
And he looks through it
I've
and
got
he goes,
nothing to do for 4 hours in a night, Arthur. What else am I going to do?
"Not go through my personal stuff."
It's not personal, it's guild business that I'm a part of.
Don't make
At
me
this
make
point,
you
Gerald
the
would be coming out into the tavern as well. Nanda still sleeping in, needing the extra hour.
Oh yeah.
Arthur finds one word in there. He goes, "Rudy, you misspelt the word that I misspelt."
Yeah, but I misspelt it better.
It's just both of you wrote the wrong version of there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No.
Nana gets up later that morning and just goes, "Oh, these fools," and just writes the right one.
No, it's the worst. Oh,
How can you mess up a basic thing like spelling? Gerald says as he fixes his hat.
They make us do the paperwork
Oh
now.
my God.
Oh no.
So Arthur orders
Breakfast.
breakfast for him and an
Breakfast.
extra side
Yep.
of stuff for Rudy. Again, gone back doing paperwork, all sitting down, not touching his food.
You
Oh, I'm going to take this opportunity over breakfast to make sure that everyone has, updating the signatures in the book. Not for the sending, for the I forget the name of the ability.
Gift of the Protectors.
Gift of the Protectors. Thank you. So make sure that all 4 of us have their names there.
just as a reminder, who have we got on sending again?
We've got Nana, the Queen, George, Goose, and you.
Excellent.
Yes, that's who's currently on our speed dial.
Very good. Very good. Right. Well,
You talk,
once-
you have breakfast. It is going to be, let me double check. 3 silver pieces per person, but you get access to, not a breakfast buffet, but they do keep refilling your plates as long as you want.
We love that.
Oh, I am
Steak
sending them
that they are
out
going
of
to
business.
fix after today.
And while you're eating breakfast, you do see a figure coming through the door with some authority. You see Guard Captain Amanda,
Ah,
that you've met before, with her hammer at her side as she's stepping through, and she looks around, and you see coming in behind her are 2 guards, and she's wearing armor, but they're just wearing these tabards, and you know that they are guard volunteers. They've got the sea green tabards. And she looks over and she clocks the 4 of you having breakfast. And she rolls her eyes and walks up in your direction.
I told you she didn't like us.
I figured it'd be either you or the help. I assume that you're to thank for what's happening over at the mansion.
Sorry, we don't know what you're talking about.
No, what do you mean?
We arrived late yesterday, picked up Nana, and went to bed.
Really?
Yes.
We may be a lot of things, but we're not liars.
And at that stage, Arthur looks up. Oh, hell, hey, how you going? As he's trying to ruffle some paperwork away. How are you?
What do you mean?
Good.
What's been going on at the manor?
Well, the place has been empty for months since the Marquis was found dead, but now there's movement. The gates are opened, people walking around. They seem to have the paperwork in
Reoccupied?
order.
Are they
It's
alive?
not so much. What? Yes.
Oh, well, that's good. That crosses off the undead, then.
The what?
Hang on.
Yeah. No. Yes. I don't want to talk about those things. No. These people are alive. They're just. I figured you might be involved
No.
because I've not heard anything about this. The mayor doesn't know anything, but apparently someone's moving in, and it's.
Are you asking us to go check it out? It sounds like you're asking us to go check it out.
No, if you're not involved with it, then I don't want you to go anywhere near it. You're just causing trouble. I figured you might be involved.
Well,
Well,
if you
trouble.
Now we're involved.
No,
because
you only have to say the word. Let's all do it after.
Yeah,
breakfast.
yeah, we can
don't have much
absolutely
going on.
No,
today.
no, if
No,
you have
no.
nothing to do with it, I don't want you to go there.
Well, we did actually have business in the basement of the manor again. So we did kind of want to go there anyway.
That's true, we did. So we aren't involved, but we're going to be involved.
We're about to
possibly.
be involved, so
Yes.
please tell us what's going on there so we don't walk into something.
I don't know what's going on, besides that there are now people moving around again. There's a new guard station there. They are.
Perfect. We'll let you
Just-
know what's going on
Yes.
once we figure it
You know-
out. When we go there for unassociated other.
It is just incredibly suspicious when things happen in this town, and I am told it's above my pay grade when I'm pretty much at top of the pay grade ladder.
Who told you it was above your pay grade?
The mayor said he doesn't know anything about it, and it's not for me to know.
I think we should
Those
go
are
talk
two
to the mayor.
separate things. I feel like if he doesn't know anything, then
Then he wouldn't know
Yeah,
to
no,
tell you
I-
it's above your pay
Oh,
grade.
Where is the
no,
mayor?
No, no, no,
Arthur
I
starts
think I figured it
shuffling.
out. I think I figured it out. What the guard captain here is asking is for us. I can't wink.
I'll do it for you.
Not
And we get it, Rudy. We get it.
to
Yes.
go investigate and to not.
I don't understand.
Get
What are you doing with your
involved.
head?
He's
Let me
pretending to
put this
wink.
bluntly. We've been indirectly asked to go
To
investigate.
not go and ask because it's above.
By
their
who?
pay
Who has asked you to go there?
Exactly.
Ex-
Exactly.
We understand. Don't worry about it. We
so-
understand.
No,
I think
I'm
we-
genuinely asking, as the guard captain of
We're
the city,
still
who
playing
has
on.
asked you to go to this mansion?
We're still playing on that. We think you So no. We get what you're trying to lay down. Yes, we got it. We're not.
I'm not laying down anything. Please.
Arthur's picked
Just
up
looks
his gear.
pleadingly among all of you.
Arthur's
Okay.
picked up his gear, and all right,
You know
I'm
what?
ready.
Sure,
Yeah,
No,
suppose
I
we
will
should get
arrest
going.
you. Sit down.
Hang on. Are we not catching
You'll
on
do
what you're trying to
what?
lay down?
I'm not laying down anything. Right now, I'm asking, ask the guard captain, who has told you to go to this mansion?
Nana
Rudy,
gestures
Rudy,
to
Rudy
an
leans
empty
in
seat.
close. The Queen of
The
Ebonspire.
Queen.
yes,
Ebonspire.
The Black Queen, yes.
correct.
Oh, Rudy, do you still have those little? And Nana forgets the word, but meant
Yes,
like
I do. We do
it's a
have them
scroll.
still. Yes.
yeah. Could you? You know, we don't need all of them, surely.
Well, we would get them replenished every time we go back to the Queen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have
Probably.
like heaps. So yeah, Rudy would probably.
You
give...
only have 5 at a time,
Hmm.
ever.
That's okay. I
We're
feel
the-
like we could probably use one now.
You have heard of us. We're the Vanguard of the Black.
You're the Vanguard of the Black?
I know it seems a
Everyone acts like that, but yes, we are.
little. Yeah, you wouldn't think, but unfortunately, this is what you're gonna deal with.
Well, no, don't play us down too much. I think we have a certain level of respectableness, do we not?
I
mean,
think so. you know,
we've
it's
been
like
told that to give you a hand if you need.
Ah, well, lovely.
Well,
then-
very good. And
Don't arrest us.
Arthur's like got a bunch of paperwork that needs to be sent.
So you've been told by the Queen to go to this mansion
Correct.
and talk with the new people who moved in?
Well, the new people are new to us as well. I'll be honest. No, we had other business there, which
In
dare
the
I say,
basement, you said.
Which
we
I
have
say
a meeting, but we're
is
not at
above your
liberty
pay
to
grade
say.
slightly.
You know what? To put it in words that you were told recently, it probably is a little above your pay grade.
Yes, no, I think the mayor was actually right now that I come to think of it. But
Look,
not
I'm
about.
sure your pay grade is wonderful, and I do hope that it sustains you. We're just not really, it's sort of more of like a little, keep it a little hush hush. And,
Yes. But the people there, that's not what we were expecting. So we do want to know more about that. What we're doing down there is what we're saying is above your pay grade.
I
Which is not
Make a
anything to do with
persuasion
what's
check.
there.
Gerald
Gerald
gets to do a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay, I'll do it. Advantage roll.
Honestly, Rudy's getting a little upset. He's being questioned so much about this. Oh my gosh. He thinks he's laid it out quite clearly.
That's a 20.
20. Look, and she just like holds a hand towards the scroll. Like, I can see the seal. I don't want to open any papers. Vanguard of the Black, working for the Queen. Fine, I get that. We're going to the mansion. Can I ask, though, that if you find out anything, you come back and tell me about it?
for sure. For sure.
Certainly.
Like, there's new people in my town that are refusing to make the acquaintance
Who
in these times,
do you know who holds the deed to the mansion, though?
No.
So it could just
Others-
be squatters.
No, I've been told that they have the deed, and there's people walking around. There's
It was
new
just the
guards
man who told you.
posted. I can see people through the window. They're like cleaning the place up. This morning, someone was mowing the lawn for the first time in half a year.
Oh, all right. So if they have the deed, then perhaps they're just the legal owners of the property, and they're just finally.
But that is the
reclaiming it?
Marquis mansion. If there was a new Marquis appointed, you think I'd know about it?
Exactly.
Maybe
That's why we must need to talk to the mayor. I think.
Family, perhaps.
I say we just go to the mansion. Knock on some doors.
I'm just asking that if you find anything out about the people in the mansion, I'd love to know. Keeping my own
Sure.
town safe.
Oh, Captain. Before we leave,
Yes.
though, I do have these important documents. Can you get them sent back to the guild, please, for me? Yeah, it's got the addresses and all this. It's like massively like
There's just go
we've
to
got
the
an office.
guild house.
Oh yes, but we're gonna go do this straight away, and you know I
Arthur,
might
this
not
is the
have.
captain of the guard. It's not. They're not our running person.
Are they not here to help us?
I don't think that's what they meant.
A different kind of help. Speaking of, I'd prefer the help.
Oh, you're just saying that because they're not here.
Yeah, sadly. They
Wow.
came through not too
Wow.
long ago, though.
Last time, well, you don't say that again when we're defending this town from demons, why don't you?
I mean, if you'd been here like a couple of weeks ago, that would have been great.
We were in Fungi Majora doing exactly that. Can't be everywhere.
Okay, fine.
Arthur goes, look,
Oh,
guys,
I can't handle another roll of the eyes.
I
I'm leaving.
I do.
I
need
am
to get back-
leaving.
I need to
No,
get back.
I'm leaving.
Oh my
I
God.
am leaving, and
I'm
she just
leaving.
storms out.
They sort of like
Rudy is
both
also
try to, like,
storming
get out the door at
out.
the same time.
Oh, it's a meet you.
And she's gonna turn around and put like a finger on your sternum, like, you listen to me, you bag of bones.
No, you listen to me. Rudy pulls down the... That's what I thought.
She's going to put her hand towards her hammer.
Oh.
Oh, that's a smart action. Attack the Vanguard of the Black.
No.
We've got enough problems as it is without antagonizing people. Let's just leave it at that.
Not antagonizing anyone. I just lowered my mask down to get some fresh air.
That's antagonistic. That's terrifying.
You think
Are
people...
you
I
really
don't
the
even want to
Vanguard
see
of the
that movie.
Black?
Do you want the seal? You can take the seal.
I don't know. I feel like if you really were part of the undead forces, you wouldn't be stupid enough to show such a face.
Exactly. Wait, what? No.
Oh, no,
Okay,
right.
whatever. And she's going to leave.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Rudy can be incredibly foolish, but he's not that foolish. I meant
You
it was
just
not.
like look around. There's like half a dozen people throughout the tavern who's like paused. They're eating.
Nina, I'm gonna have to stop at the guild to obviously offload this and
No, we
check
can
in
do it
there.
later.
No,
Oh,
no, no.
Wonderful.
I'm
I
not
also
carrying.
gave you a muffin, Arthur, and you're going to eat it right now.
Oh, what muffin? My food is and like
Mhm.
my plate is gone because I also really ate it.
Oh yeah, I ate
See,
it like
I ate my food, and then
Uh-huh.
and then he's sort of just like, look, I really need to go to the guild to offload this paperwork. I'm not going to
All
carry
right,
it
but
around.
This is a blueberry muffin. You know, blueberries are hard to come by.
Arthur just takes it and pockets it. Yes, I'll eat it. I'll eat it on the way.
He's gonna have a pocket muffin after this. Oh my god.
Are you guys going to come to the guild, or are you guys going to go see the mayor, or what's the
No,
plan?
we're going to the mansion. We don't have time for paperwork detours.
We've got a moment. There was no time listed on the thing.
Okay.
I imagine it's going to be a summonings rather than Jalira just waiting in the basement. I don't think that's the case.
Right. So we go to the guild, drop off all this stuff. Then we go see the mayor and see what the mayor knows.
Probably wise.
And then we go to the place where we don't really want to go but have to go.
Or we could just go straight to the mansion and get to the bottom of all of this straight away.
Well, I'd rather go in prepared. I agree with Arthur's plan.
All right.
Gerald, I don't think you've ever said that ever.
Feels
Oh,
weird.
he's
on the
gagging
tongue.
now. Look at him go.
You would know that the mayor's house or like the city hall is not too far from where you currently are, and that the guild chapter is in the direction of the mansion. So you would probably first go to
Mayor first,
city
then
hall,
Mm.
and
Got it.
then go.
More
Okay.
on the way.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll go
Let's go.
to the mayor first then.
You show up at City Hall. It's just across the river from where you were, and there's some people moving around. You see, there's a few people asking questions. There's some workers. You see paperwork being signed. There's this one big Etin, like a huge giant creature who's currently like in the process of talking to an orc, and they're discussing something. They make a handshake, and the giant walks away. The orc turns around to someone else, and you see, if I can. You see this really scrumpy old gnome that's talking now to this orc and is wearing like very old but very fine clothing currently, and sitting actually in a chair similar to the one you had commissioned for Sin.
Oh.
So he's
Okay.
sitting there, and you can see that there's a younger man, half elf, who's currently like holding on to two handles at the back of this chair. And the orc says something, they nod, and then walks off. And you see the elderly gnome sits there with like hands clasped and eyes shut, and just goes like, "I think it's time for tea." And they just start like clucking the chair up the stairs.
Oh, is that the mayor?
You do see what looks like a little brooch of some sort that would mark them as the mayor.
Oh, maybe let's catch him before he. Excuse me.
Yes, hello. I was just about to go for tea.
Oh, would you like some company? Because we have a couple of questions for you. Oh, hello. We're the Vanguard of the Black. Maybe I should have led with that.
Vanguard of the Black. Oh yes, yes. Come in for tea.
Oh, we would love to. Right?
And crumpets.
Oh, yes, tea. Tea would be lovely, yes.
Sure.
So you're led inside, and you're told that this younger half elf is. Let me just double check my list here. Is known as. Where are you? Sorry,
I'm right here.
my document.
Yeah, we haven't gone anywhere.
I'm right here. I've been here the whole time, Jason. Please.
Is named Malavin, and introduces himself.
That's the younger. That's the half elf.
Yes, that it's like a young-ish, like early 20s maybe, half elf. And the mayor says, "Oh, welcome. Vanguard of the Black. Yes, I've heard about you. You know, through the old grapevine."
Oh, all good
Right.
things, I hope.
No.
Oh, well, that's also to be expected.
Yes, mostly good things, but not all good things. Let me introduce myself. I am Marsh Deepwell.
It's an honor to meet you. I am Arthur.
Gerald the Wizard, please make your acquaintance.
Oh, a wizard.
And this is Rudy McGee, and he's our cleric, and I'm Melavore, but you can call me Nana. Everyone does.
I don't think so. I'm probably older than all of you combined. You see this really like racing-faced old gnome in a wheelchair.
Yeah, and Nana doesn't want to say it, but it's like, yeah, probably. She's thinking it. She's thinking it.
So
Right.
how can I help you?
Well,
You're
we were
being
here-
led into a little side room, and it's got like a table is being set quickly upon your entrance, with a little bit of a little tray, like one of those multi-tiered trays with a few little cookies and little biscuits. And
It's
tea is
like a
poured.
high tea with the little sandwich fingers and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And you also realize rather quickly that the mayor seems to be blind and is getting a lot of help.
Right.
Mhm.
So, how can I be of service to the Vanguard of the Black?
Well, we're actually here to pop into that, that creepy mansion that was, until recently, uninhabited.
Ah, the old Marquis estate, yes.
Yes.
And we heard that it was supposed to be uninhabited, but we were wondering if you knew anything about the new inhabitants, so that we, don't take them by surprise or, step on any toes.
Or do if we need to.
Why would you? Are you planning on going there?
Yes.
We
You
are
got
on,
a black
we're on business.
Yes, we have a
Vanguard.
rather important meeting.
Oh, really? In the mansion?
Yes.
Yes.
But we weren't expecting it to be occupied thusly.
Oh, it's quite a recent turn of events, yes.
Yes.
So who's there?
Who are the
Oh.
people?
Oh, the people there? Well, the new occupants, of course.
But who are they?
Who?
Yeah, the names.
Thieves.
Yeah, the names of the people that are now living there.
Oh, I think one of them was called Jacob. I think
Jacob.
one. Yes.
Does your captain of the guard know who these people are? The captain of the guard doesn't seem to know these people.
Amanda, no. No, it's not really any of her business.
But isn't it part of her business to know everything?
Especially if
No.
someone moves into the old Marquis mansion. Wouldn't that make them the
Well-
new Marquis?
No, it's not a new marquee. There was someone who offered to buy the mansion, and we sold it.
And you didn't let the captain of the guard know?
Well, she knows that it's been sold,
Who
but I
did
didn't think, since it's a private owner, I don't feel like I have to.
Who did you sell it to?
A lovely, lovely lady.
Did you get a name by any chance?
Yes, I did. What was it?
Don't suppose it was
Can't seem to
Jalira, was
recall.
it?
No, that doesn't sound familiar.
Who?
Thank God.
Let's see. Could it have been? I think it started with a C or a K. A hard C.
Do you have someone who does all your paperwork for you? Like an assistant?
Yeah, is there a reference to the sale at all, like a receipt?
Maybe.
Who would we
Somewhere.
talk to find that?
Malavin, could you see if you could find the paperwork at the office, please? And the half-elf, of course, sir, of course. And just heads off.
Okay.
Beautiful
Arthur's-
weather, isn't it?
Oh, great. It's definitely okay.
It's a little humid for my taste.
And wonderful tea as well, right, Rudy?
Joe just sipping on it.
Oh, the tea.
It's good tea.
The plates and everything that were placed anywhere near Rudy are empty.
Uh,
There's tea.
So how long have you been mayor for?
Oh, I think I'm coming up on. My second century anniversary soon.
Oh wow, that is quite an achievement.
Yes, I'm
Congratulations.
considering retirement.
Yes. Anytime soon, or is it another century away? Retirement.
What? The retirement? Yeah, I'm coming up on my 200-year anniversary. I'm considering retiring.
Rudy is metaphorically twitching his eyes so much right now. His patience today.
His eyes just going.
Arthur sort of
I tell you,
goes.
if these sandwiches were not here.
Arthur sort of just makes himself another tea.
Gerald, I need these. Rudy takes the plate in front of Gerald.
Hey,
Oh, speaking of tea.
As you, just Arthur sort of just gets up and he starts pacing the room a little bit. He goes, "It seems to be taking her a while."
Yes, well, the office is on the second floor.
Oh
It might
yes.
take some time. And it's not like the sale was recent. It's probably been archived.
You did say
Hang
it
on,
was
the
recent.
sale, yeah.
No, the finalization was recent, but the offer for the building was done some time ago.
Okay.
But they just recently moved in.
Right.
Well, if it was archived, then you have a decent archive system here, then it should be really quick to find them.
Probably.
let's just let them do their work. I'm sure they'll be here in just a moment.
Nana continues making awkward small talk. Because everyone else is just busying themselves with
Rudy continues to eat everyone's cookies and sandwiches.
Every now and then, you all just get a what? Yes.
Every time that happens, Rudy physically clenches his fists.
Arthur sort of has offloaded the pocket muffin to Rudy. And here, mate, I thought you'd be hungry, and gives it to him.
Thank you.
And Nana
Arthur.
gives him like the "I'm watching you" little fingers, like the two fingers. Like,
I got you. Don't worry.
I'm on
Wait.
you.
Wait, who? To who? Arthur or Rudy?
To Arthur.
Arthur,
Like the, I'm watching you.
Arthur's pretending he doesn't see it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Malovin comes back after a moment and says, "I'm sorry, I could not find the paperwork."
Odd.
Right, that's it. Too suspicious. I'm going to this mansion.
Oh,
Let's go.
hold on now. Why couldn't you find it? Is it?
No, I can definitely recall archiving it, but it wasn't where I put it.
So someone's taken it.
That would be my own deduction, yes.
Can we go investigate the area that it would be? We can maybe tell if someone that might have broken in.
No, I
we
have a
could just
different idea.
Go straight to the mansion.
Just a
Well, I
moment.
wouldn't. I don't know. And you can see now the mayor just.
Oh.
And then
Maybe-
Malovin
maybe-
says, I don't know if I can just. I know that you're working for the Queen, but I don't know if I could just let you into the city archives.
Well, look, the mayor's asleep. We can't wake them up. Let's just all head outside, so we're not going to wake them up, and we can talk about this outside.
Oh, hold on. If you would allow me the what's the word? I don't know what the word is, but would you allow me to just cast a quick spell just to make sure that there's nothing affecting your memory or anything of the such?
My memory.
Yes, such magics do exist.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Wait, no, that's perception. That's terrible. Where's persuasion? Come on. 16.
16. Sure. I don't feel like anything's wrong with me, but if you think that might be the cause, then go ahead. Yes.
It's
Do I
possible.
need to do anything?
No, just sit down, relax, and this will just take 10
okay.
minutes.
All right. Just sits down.
Feel free to have some tea. And I'll ritual cast Identify on this person.
Spend 10 minutes Cast identify.
Because I know that Rudy's memories got messed up, so I'm
You
wondering.
get 2 pings.
Ah, heck.
This person is charmed and has had their memory modified.
Well, once I know this, I'm like, thank you very much. Now,
Did it all go well?
oh yes. Just relax. I will
Yeah,
have you right as rain in just a moment.
Okay, you're worrying me though. I feel fine.
Oh no, that's just how he speaks. That's it's okay.
Yes, don't mind me. I'm always paranoid. I'm just going to. Rudy, do you remember the time with your memory thing?
See, you say, do you remember the time with the memory thing? I do not, but I remember that's something.
But you do because someone who has
Because it brought
been
the memories
healed
back.
from. Yeah, so you have double memories. You know that there was a fake overlap.
It's one of these situations. Now,
Gerald has already fixed this up in me once, so it'll be fine.
So,
I mean, look at me. I'm absolutely fine.
Hush, Rudy, you're going to make it worse. So don't be alarmed. I have detected that there was some magical spells cast on you at some point of time previously. I'm going to undo them so that you can remember what happened. Was that okay?
All right.
Thank you. This won't hurt a bit, hopefully. He says very under his breath. And I'm going to cast Dispel Magic.
You cast Dispel Magic?
Yes.
And you see the person just looks around for a bit. Huh. That felt a bit odd.
It does.
Now, do you suddenly remember anything that you didn't remember before?
No.
You were under the effects of both a charm spell and a spell that was affecting your memory.
Really?
Do you know? Do you feel different about anyone that you can think of? Do you suddenly feel a very sharp change of opinion on anyone that you know between me casting the spell and not?
Not quite. I do feel like the woman who came to sign the documents was suspicious in hindsight.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember where those signed documents went?
Yeah, well, I put them in the archive and they're no longer there.
Gerald,
Yes, Otto?
quick thing. If there was a charm on our friend here, maybe there's one on the mayor.
Not impossible, I guess.
I think, why don't we also try that as well? Because
Possibly so. Let me just so I am aware, Josie, was it a modify memory or like some sort of erasure that we're talking about?
Modify memory.
Okay, so would I, remembering the way it worked with Rudy, should I believe that they now should remember what was changed?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. Ooh, good roll. 28.
28. Dispelling magic removes the charmed component, but does not restore the original memories.
Oh, we need Rudy to restoration. That's what we did, wasn't it?
Remove curse and greater restoration would restore the
Oh, you're
original
kidding
memory.
me. I almost put that on this morning.
All you have to do
Alright.
is ask, because guess what? Rudy has access to both.
Fantastic.
Oh.
So, like, I remember now. Sorry, we'll have this fixed up in a moment. Rudy, I forgot to complete the process. I need you to do some curse removing and restoration so that they'll get their memory back.
Sorry, Jesse, did you say lesser restoration would work?
No, remove curse
Remove
or
curse or-
greater restoration.
Great.
Oh,
Alright,
one
we
or
will-
the other.
One or the other.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, we will remove curse.
Well, there are many ways to get rid of like the charmed component and make someone like these are the two specific in the spells modify memory that restores true memories.
Excellent.
Right. So, Gerald just removed the charm effect. But what I'm about to do is actually restore the memory. So, just hold still. Again, won't take
Is
a
it going
second.
to hurt?
It shouldn't do.
Maybe.
As the dawn
It'll be a little bit uncomfortable because you
As-
may have two well, actually, probably Rudy can explain what it
Yes,
feels
as
like.
someone who has undergone this exact same thing, maybe a bit of a headache, you might have some strange recollections of the time period, and maybe a small bit of hysteria. But I mean, that's very rare. I've only seen that once or twice. It'll be fine. Anyway, here we go.
What?
Remove curse, and Rudy just reaches out and taps her with the gloved hand.
Boop. Oh,
Just a boop.
what? Oh,
Now, what do we remember?
Yes, please. Could you tell us what memory was changed and what the true occurrences were?
well, I can't. There aren't.
Take your time, and Nana has made him a cup of tea.
They.
I imagine it's quite confusing having them flood.
Yes.
Immensely, absolutely.
They. It's odd. It's like nothing of it happened. They never bought the house, never even came looking at the property.
Was the mayor involved in this?
Well, I remember meeting the woman still with the
Can you
mayor.
Can you
That would have
describe
been
her?
when she cast the spell, though.
She was very pleasant to look at. She had black hair, a bit on the shorter side. She had very nice clothes. She didn't really stand out a lot. She had a couple of what seemed to be personal servants or guards with her. It's like she just showed up one day and then moved in.
Did you, in your renewed memories, do you have any memories of a name or anything else identifying about them
Yes.
that could help us figure out their identity?
Cassandra,
Cassandra.
yes, she introduced herself as Cassandra.
Why does that ring a bell?
Josie, Cuddly wants to roll a history check on whether or not I remember the name Cassandra.
Sure.
I'm looking through my notes right now to see if I
I don't have
have
my
that
notes.
memory.
They're all scattered everywhere.
I feel like I've heard that before, though.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Regardless,
Cuddly
it's
got a
sounding-
natural 20 plus minus
dang.
1 because her memory's so bad at the moment. Yeah. Whoa. You'll never guess it's a 19. Whoa.
Okay, so the honest answer is if there has been a reference to Cassandra before,
This is not the same one.
this was not
Okay.
intentional.
Okay.
Okay, that's great
Right.
because I
Okay.
honestly,
Well,
yeah. Like
know
I was
what
like,
this sounds
rings
like?
a bell, but
This sounds like a perfect excuse to go to this mansion, and Rudy now addresses the half elf. maybe summoning the captain of the guard and explaining everything that happened here and the renewed memory to her would also not go amiss.
Slow your roll there, Rudy. The mayor as well is probably affected in some way.
What if the mayor is the one that set the spells, though? What if
they would remember it now, if that were the case.
Yes, no, I was with the mayor when it feels like there's a branching in my memory.
Then they're definitely affected by the same thing. Shall we just
I'll
dispel and remove?
Well, let me detect it. Let me investigate first, just in case there's something else nasty. And I'll spend the 10 minutes to identify again on the map.
You get 3 things on the mayor.
Oh shit!
There's a charm effect.
Yep.
There is the modify memory
Okay, yep.
and bleaching.
Bleaching.
Thought so.
Right. And that's a magical effect. Interesting. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It's more like the lack of magic.
Oh, okay. Interesting. But I would recognize that that's what that process is.
Yes.
But that's a natural one? Question mark?
It's what you've learned through your travels is that bleaching happens when a gnome loses their sense of adventure, their pep. When they start getting almost, it's as if they fall into depression and boredom and slowly just waste away.
Right.
Like he's losing his spark, and that is why he's visibly aging and becoming more infirm, because he's just lost his spark.
Got it. All right. Same deal on this one, Rudy, and I'm gonna do another dispel magic to get rid of the charm.
Yep. I will do another remove curse.
Yeah. And
Rudy might have booped a little too hard.
no, the mayor just does a oh yes.
Right, well, there you go. Mayor's sorted now. Everyone has the memory back. Shall we go?
Did we want to wake the mayor and find out if their recollection was changed in any different ways?
The mayor could barely remember what they had for
yeah,
breakfast.
I would have
That
to
could be part of the
agree.
problem, Rudy.
Look, I don't know. I'm with Rudy, and Arthur's looking at the sweet old gnome. Just no, let them rest.
Well, hopefully when they wake up, they'll have more of their wits about them then.
I still think summoning the captain of the guard here and having someone explain what happened.
I think that's probably for
Yes,
the best.
I would summon Amanda regardless. Yes.
Yes, we will go on ahead to the mansion and investigate further.
Yes, thank you for all your help and for the tea.
No, thank you.
We'll be on our way.
Yes. Yes, this is all a lot.
And do let Amanda know that none of this would have been possible if the Vanguard wasn't here, so she should be thankful.
All right. Yes.
You don't have to say that.
It's fine. I'm glad we could help.
Considering it was me who removed, regained.
You've done
their
great,
assistant
Rudy,
memory
patting you on the shoulder as we sort of lead you out.
Thank you. I'm sure the mayor will want to thank you once he's awake and
We'll
lucid.
come back once we've dealt with whatever's going on.
Please do. Please do.
Maybe
yes.
I'll have more patience then too. Maybe.
Rudy with more patience.
If everyone in City Hall is affected, should I pretend like everything's the same?
Yes. Yes, I would say that is absolutely the case. Also, only tell Amanda that what transpired here.
Okay. Yes, that makes sense. You leave City Hall. You make your way to the guild quarters, where Arthur puts a whole stack of papers to get mailed.
Yep.
And as you leave to head towards the mansion, we're gonna take our little break.
All
Can we take an hour before we go in there?
you wanna do that short rest? I mean, I'd say you could probably have a short rest while Arthur is like trying to explain which papers
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
to who.
Because I only get
Yeah.
3 5th level spells, and that was 2 of them.
Oh, yikes.
Also,
Yeah, I
yeah,
was
turning into
considering,
third
like,
level.
did you dispel magic through your staff or your whatnot?
No, that's just my warlock spells.
That's just your warlock spells, but yet a little break.
Yeah, staff can't do it. Staff doesn't have it.
Mm.
break time.
Oh, refill your drinks. Go to the bathroom.
Yes.
If anyone has
Yay!
any questions,
Some
feel
water.
free.
I'm gonna
Stretch.
go
Everyone,
stand
stretch.
under the aircon for like 2 minutes.
And
Oh,
all,
God,
and all you
stretching is
chat
so
that's been hydrating me all of this. I mean, you go hydrate yourselves now. Yeah, I said it.
Oh shit! How dare you? How
And then I'm going to fill up my
how
water so you can hydrate
how
me.
how dare you, Roju?
Josie, how dare you? I will just be a second. I'm just going to fill my water bottle and have a leak, and then we'll be back.
Oh my god, a leak! Another one.
I know.
There's a leak in the boat.
Oh, okay. All right, where's my thing?
I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be alone.
He gets. Anyway, we're back.
Wow. Lonely. I am so lonely. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're having a good Sunday. I hope everything's nice. I hope you have a good weekend. You're never alone, because I've got good at home. That rhymes. Oh my god, you're never alone when you've got good at home. Ah ha ha. Oh ho ho. Yeah, go lay down. Thank you for being here. Thank you. You need to go put your dishes away, but what's the thing? Bleaching. It's bleaching. Bleaching. Yes. And it is also what's affecting Nana. That's why Nana keeps having her age thrown around, or like her perceived age. Like the anime, I don't know the ending to. No, that's just Bleach. That's just Bleach. Whee! I'm just spinning dice. That's how I entertain myself during D&D. I spin dice. Whee! Whee! Hi, Omina. How you doing? Are you having good time? Are you having a good Sunday morning? I mean, it's probably midday for you, though. What the fuck was that sound? Spooky. You would be knitting when playing. Oh my god. That's so nice. Knitting and playing. Are you playing Final Fantasy? Are you playing Final Fantasy? Ho ho ho. Husband woke you up just perfectly so that you were able to be here since the start. Nice. Wait. Also, you've been waiting for someone to finally do an Apple reference. Why an Apple reference? Why? What's the Apple about? Also, Moogle says, I sort of want to play a gnome that's become old way before time because of boredom and had made the decision to search out adventures to see if it fixes it. I mean, that's sort of what Nana's doing. Omina equals apple. Apple? Wait, Omina is an apple? While playing D&D.
Oh my god, I'm back.
With 14 unique tactical time. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Oh my god, it's Roju. Roju's back.
It's me. Hi. Hi, hello. I'm going to hydrate myself now. Josie.
Oh my god. Nana is actually old. Well, since we're using Pathfinder rules for that, there is no like actual age limit for gnomes. it's sort of like they can live indefinitely, but it gets harder and harder. It's like lobsters. They're technically immortal, but it takes more and more energy to keep going until eventually you buckle under pressure.
Hmm.
Nana is a lobster. It was crabs all along. Here we go. It was just crab people.
Shit. Early reveal.
Wait, so Omina, your name means apple porridge? Oh my god, I didn't even know. Omina Puro. Omina's name on Twitch means apple porridge.
Huh.
That's,
Wow.
you know what, we learn something every day.
I have
That's
learned
so
a thing.
cool.
In what
You've learned a thing.
In what language?
I
is that
believe
in?
Finnish. I believe Omina is Finnish.
Ah.
Alrighty, I'm back. And Noctia turned off the aircon.
Oh, sad face.
Wow, because it was too loud?
Hopefully
No.
the coolness will maintain.
Yeah, except
You're so cool already.
No, I'm not. I'm sweating like an absolute fool so much right now.
But you're still kind of cool.
Kinda. In like a
Happy to
not
see
cool
two
way.
apple porridge.
Oh shit. What are you eating though?
Oh, I'm still trying to finish all my gummy Lego from Christmas.
Gummy Lego? Oh my God.
Yeah, I had like 5 packets of gummy Lego.
Wow.
It's Lego shaped gummies.
Yeah, this is what I built the gummy houses out of on my Christmas Eve stream. I just put them in my fridge.
know.
I didn't know such a thing existed.
Neither did I.
Is it painful to eat? A valid question.
It actually shatters my teeth. These are all new teeth that I've got now. Yep.
It just hurts a lot. To
Made
walk
out of Legos.
But yeah, there's
Hi,
there's
Orb.
2x2s,
Welcome back, Orb.
There's 1x2s,
My Collie's back.
2x2s. And they even got the little holes at the bottom too. Great.
Do you know what else has holes in the bottom?
Butts.
My pumpkin mask. My pumpkin mask has a hole in the bottom.
Oh my god.
Well, fear now goes, now I want gummies.
Thank you.
So you influence people to want more gummies.
This is true. I've been known to influence people from time to time.
Yeah, asshole.
We're-
Ah!
I spent so much money because of you.
Wait, what? People's talking about me. Wait, Josie, you didn't watch Darcy? I did, but I had like muted and on the side.
Yeah, Josie was
And
there. Josie was
I
there.
thought I honestly didn't realize you were actually building with gummy bricks. I thought you just had like a template of a house and you were like sugar gluing gummy candies to the shape.
There was a template there because I tried building one without the template and it just was a cube that
See?
fell apart. They don't
Also-
click together. They're not actual Lego, but they
Also,
they do
Dutch,
form
I
to.
can make lewd jokes if I want. You,
They don't-
you
I
take that
support that.
somewhere else.
They don't
I
click
support
together. I demand a refund.
Do they more squish together than
They
click?
do. Yeah, they. Oh, I can. Okay, here we go. Okay, hang on.
Look, Dutch, I can make lewd jokes about that knife if you want.
Kind of work.
Do it.
They
Do it.
don't like stay together, but they do because they're yeah.
It's
There's-
a knife.
There's no
No, they're doing
right.
that.
There's no
That's not a knife.
stain together.
This.
No.
I get you.
No, that's not even close enough to the satisfaction of stacking dice, which I've been doing while we've been playing. Because it's my fidgeting whenever we're playing. I just have my dice tray in front of me and I'm just like playing with the dice because
Yeah.
sensory stuff and keeping my fingers occupied. Because
it
last
helps.
day when
It
I
does
was
help.
fidgeting, yesterday when I was streaming, I fidgeted with my patient card where it says what medications I'm on in case of an emergency. I almost dropped it in my drink, and
Hey.
this is already
Kind of
the spare
important.
card, so
Yeah.
that sounded like a match.
Yes, backup
You wanna
fidgety
get-
things. Very
Hmm.
important.
Do you?
I
You
have
wanna,
a fidget cube somewhere. I just don't know where I put it.
I have so many.
Yeah,
Fidget
I've got
My
one. on
things.
my
fidget
desk.
cubes in my pants. Ah.
No, wait,
I
wait.
hate it here. I'm
Is that-
leaving.
that
Wow, that's
sounds,
my
that
line.
sounds like a Scanland reference, if
It
anything.
does, yeah. the
It does,
cube.
doesn't it? Yeah.
God, Orb, have you even seen Critical Role enough to know about the cube?
I know of the cube. I don't know
Of the
enough.
cube.
Yes, I'm going through watching everything, and we're up
Cuddly,
to.
do you want to know about the cube?
Should I know? I've seen zero Critical Role.
It's a dick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's because his dick
Oh.
is so good, it's cubed. Like,
What?
the reference was that it's like the volume was cubed.
Cube, yeah.
But not.
Then they just started referring to it as the cube.
I'm just thinking of like a Minecraft. Okay, no,
Dick.
Yeah.
I don't
Just a
think
block.
that's right.
Anyway, we're all
That
back.
feels painful. Imagine the
No,
sharpness.
that's
trying to
We're gonna go
imagine.
and play D&D now, Josie. Please.
I've always imagined it as just a literal cube.
It's just a literal
No,
cube.
don't laugh,
I mean,
Dutch.
Yeah.
We need to...
to be
laugh
fair,
hard.
in campaign 3 during one of their ad spoofs, Scanlan does turn into a gleaming cube cake that Travis eats.
Eating some dick.
I
Oh.
mean,
That happens.
make of that what you will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're making it really hard to eat these cube-shaped Lego gummies.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Especially considering some of them still have like white icing on them from when I tried to glue them together.
Okay. Wow, that's just for immersion.
That's just attention to detail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How about the D&D
Shall
though?
we get back into it?
Mm, mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone ready?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm so ready.
So yes, did we have the time for that
You
short
get to
rest?
have a short rest. Yeah.
Oh no! That one gets sent over there, and this one goes over here.
Oh yeah, that probably
I'm
takes
going
a
to
while.
ask Arthur Orblet III to do me a Constitution save.
Is this like just because I got to put up with everyone?
Yes.
Wow.
Specifically Nana.
21.
21. Okay. You get all the stuff sorted at the guild hall. You make your way towards the mansion. And compared to last time you were here, yes, there's movement. The gate is open. The curtains that were drawn of all the windows have been taken aside. You can see movement inside. Even the main door is currently open. There's 2 people in the process of whacking weed, and there's windows opened, dust being dusted out, aired out, and there's a handful of people just standing around, keeping an eye out, and they're wearing not like full armor, yeah, but they are like, they've got what are they called? Cambusons on, like that padded armor. They've got weapons at their hilts. They've got very basic helmets that they're holding.
Okay.
As we're walking up there, it's like, Rudy says the group, right, are we going in, like, are we playing good cop or bad cop? Do we go in going, we know about the memory spells, or are we, how are we doing this?
I think we should play dumb, but we should also have a look if we can get in without being noticed.
Before we do that, let me just and he sort of pulls out his book, and I'm just going to update the Queen, I think, and I'm just going to quickly write a message through the book by sending to the Queen, and like, hello, Your Majesty, this is Gerald from the Vanguard. In Green Harbor, Mayor, memory modified and charmed, new owner of Marquee Mansion, likely with Jalira. Instructions? Question mark.
Okay, you get the response. Be careful. While it is to be a parley, stay wary and vigilant. Proceed.
All right. Well, Queen's given us the go-ahead. Just be wary and vigilant is the instruction. So I guess we need to figure out how many of these people are knowingly working for the bad people and how many are unknowingly working for the bad people.
So we play dumb, like Arthur said. Would that work?
I don't know. I'm throwing it to you as a group. I'm a little bit.
I'm actually curious to hear what Rudy wants to do.
I think it's useless trying to tiptoe around the subject. I mean, if Jalira is here and responsible, we know it, she knows it, and I feel like just going, hey, we know you've modified the memory of a couple of key people here in town. What's going on?
Do you think we should just barge straight in, or do you think we should
But
try and avoid these?
We've been invited, Arthur.
Yes, we were invited before those people here, though.
I think these people are here because we're coming.
I think that's probably the case as well. I just don't like if it comes to it. I don't want to be fighting our way out of here against people who don't know any better.
Would Nana remember if there's like any shrubbery inside, like any potted plants, any, nothing like that?
Well, you haven't really been inside
True, it's all
more than the like
yeah.
foyer and the basement.
That's
And they've been cleaning up and putting stuff in.
I mean, worst case scenario, I can just pop us back to Ebonspire at any time I want, right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Just double
Oh
check.
yeah, then
so
I can,
long cast,
then
hold
Nana
on.
can just get it back by a
It's
tree.
instant.
Yeah, it's a literal
Oh.
Temple of the Gods, instant teleportation.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, well, in that case,
Wait, no, that's not the right spell.
heck it.
It's word of recall.
Word of recall is the spell. Sorry, my
You
mistake.
just be like, peace out, and they just fade.
Everyone has to be within 5 feet of you, though.
Yeah, so as long as you all stay within 5 feet of me, I can get us out of anywhere.
All right, Rudy. I agree what's happening. You take the lead here.
Hang on, word of recall. That's next level.
You don't have it?
No, it's not here.
You sure?
What level is it?
Wild.
We should be
For
level
sure you'd
14.
have it.
Should be 14, right?
Yeah, but it might be then.
It's not here.
Yeah, get it.
Oh. So we don't have it?
Pegged.
We don't have it. I've already set up the location for it, but he hasn't. Yeah, no, we don't have it.
You've been preparing for it then.
Preparing for it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I reckon we still do the same thing anyway.
Just introduce ourselves, assuming that they know that we're coming.
Yep, definitely.
All right, if this is a trap, or when this is a trap.
Wait, I'm a fool. I do have it. My mistake.
This has been a roller coaster.
sorry.
So much
I'm a
motions just
fool.
happened.
I'm a fool. I do have it. Yes.
You're gonna lose it again.
Yes,
I
no,
can't-
no,
I can't take
we can leave at any time. I
Okay.
just, I feel like I had a small, it's rattling around a little bit in there.
All right, if you're sure you can get us out, then
I am sure.
It's
Alright.
literally also verbal components. So
Yeah.
you only have to say the actual word of recall, and it happens.
Yeah. It's actually a
Alright.
phrase.
You just yell "peace" and everyone's gone.
Oh, imagine.
Alright, so Arthur's going to tidy himself up. He's going to actually try and brush back his unbrushed hair and sort of goes, all right, Rudy, let's go.
Did you brush your hair to meet Jalira?
I haven't brushed my hair in many days, mate. I just pushed it back. Let's just go.
I will never understand you. Never, ever, ever.
Alright. If we're going to
You're
do
all
this,
done with your
let's do it.
preparations.
I'm going to put on my most wizardly face. I'm going to pump that charisma for all it's worth and try and look the part. Robes, making sure the free to
Yep.
pillow, sparkle, all of that.
So we're all
You step
trying to
up
look
towards
the
the
part.
gates. Yeah, you all step up towards the gates, and almost instantly, even though the gates are open, a man steps up and says, "Excuse me, do you have any business here?"
Yes, we were invited.
And
Yes.
your name is?
You can tell the master of the house, the Vanguard of the Black, is here. I believe they're expecting us.
He throws a look at the other guard. Just looks at all of you. Head on inside. Just gestures for you to keep going.
Look as
Hmm.
imperious as possible. Like, very good.
What's everyone's passive perception?
It is
22.
14.
With the assistance of my hat, it's 15.
20.
20. Arthur and Rudy realize that everyone is looking at you. Through the windows, the gardeners,
Oh God,
everyone.
Lovely. Lovely.
spooky.
I don't mean to worry anyone, but everyone is looking at us.
Well, it's probably because Gerald fixed his hat and Arthur fixed his hair. Don't worry about it.
Does my... Oh, yeah, my mask is up. It's not me.
Let's not daddle too long. Let's ask for directions to where the master of the house is.
The main doors that you've stepped through once before are open. The mansion is definitely in much better shape this time. Before it was dark. It has been left to itself, but it's been aired out. The carpets have been whipped. They have been de-dusted and washed. All the sconces are lit. And- lit.
This place actually doesn't look too bad, Donnell.
It looks really nice, actually. And the railings of the staircase, like that comes up in front of you, have been polished. The marble floor is like sparkling, and almost on cue, coming down the stairs, is a woman. Long black hair. She's got a red gold trimmed dress that just with a little bit of a side slit, so whenever she puts her right leg forward it peeks through just a little bit.
Love slide slit.
And you all, well, she looks different. The facial features are definitely recognizable.
Uh-huh.
No wings, no horns. The presence very different, but it is most definitely Jalira.
Arthur goes forward and goes, hello.
Good morning.
It's nice to see you.
Charmed.
I'm sure.
She just smiles. Shall we proceed to the meeting location? And she just
Please.
gestures towards the side of the stairs where you know the the entrance to the basement.
We shall after you.
Surely there's a more comfortable place for us to sit and chat, other than a dungeon.
Yes. Well, you are free to leave.
You're the one that invited us.
Yes, and I'm inviting you to a very particular location for particular reasons. I am not the only one who wants to speak with you.
Oh, Gerald, you hit the nail on the head, I think.
I hope not.
I mean, aren't
Shall
you
we?
curious?
And she sort of comes down the stairs and lifts her dress ever so slightly and just walks around.
I mean, we're here. We may as well.
Arthur
Yeah.
goes to follow.
Yeah,
Uh,
Nana will follow,
Stay,
but
stay close.
yeah.
Before Rudy will go last, but before he goes down, he glances around. Everyone's still staring, right?
When inside in this foyer, there's no one else here.
So they're just all outside.
Or at least there's no one in this room. Even looking up like above the railings and the inner balconies, you can hear movement, but there's no one here.
Rudy would cast Eyes of the Grave.
I was gonna say, if you cast light right now, I swear to God.
Eyes of the Grave to know the location of any undead within 50 feet. No, 60 feet.
That are not behind a total cover, I
But they're
believe.
not behind total cover.
So if you can't see them.
Oh, and yeah.
You blink your eyes, even though you can't, but it feels like you blink your eyes. Like a film is put over your vision. Jalira is definitely giving off an undead essence. You look around, even looking out the door back towards where you came, seeing some of the workers. None of them give off an undead vibe.
Interesting.
That is all.
You head in to what used to be a food storage, but it's now been converted and it's looks more like an official path down. It's like all the foodstuffs have been removed. It's been refurbished slightly to make for easier access. And you head down. Down the stairs into the earthen tunnels, where again you see torches are lit, giving a faint light.
You can see Rudy.
Yes, I'm actually very appreciative of that fact. Normally, whenever we go somewhere, no one lights up the place.
You turn the corner, and you see what looks like 100, maybe 1,000 reflections of firelight. All the various shards of mirror that you had broken have been replaced upon the wall.
I'd hate to be the person who had that job.
So I remember was it a lot of potatoes were thrown, or was it just
Oh,
one
yeah.
potato?
A lot of potatoes.
So many potatoes.
Yeah. Actually, there is one little like potato growth at the far end. There's like looks like one has taken root.
Oh my god.
Arthur just giggles.
No,
Nana would like to druid craft.
I was gonna say that it could make
Throw
it
that
grow.
Just so
potato.
it like grows like an inch and then stops. Go, potato, go.
As you do, she just looks at you and sort of like, fine. Very much I'll deal with that later. Like, oh shit, I miss one. Sort of that kind of vibe.
I mean, you need to add a little bit of life down here, right?
Well, if you're offering, and she gestures towards the ring of blood on the floor.
Well, I'm sure you already know I don't have too much left to give.
I don't think that's the life he was referring to somehow.
I'm aware.
Oh, I thought you thought he was talking about giving you blood. He's not. That's not what he's talking about.
I know. She's just going to look at that little potato plant and it's going to start withering. Just like,
Heck.
No, we must protect our
I
potato.
know, I kind of want to do Druidcraft again and just, like,
Now-
resist. But
Now, we can argue about little tiny potato plant later.
surely we have better things to do than weed
Yes.
for you.
Shall we discuss whatever it is that we're here for you to discuss?
yes. And I give you my word that unless you draw swords first, I will do you no harm.
Okay. There's no problem.
What about the townspeople that you're charming? Surely that's doing them harm.
Is it? Have they been harmed?
Well, it's not a very nice thing going around, modifying people's memories.
Maybe. But it was necessary.
Why? So you get some fancy new place to live?
Yes.
Oh, I'm beginning to understand you a bit more now, and this hurts. Oh dear, it's my father all over again.
Vanguard of the Black. I see you're missing one. The boy.
He's sightseeing.
Hmm.
What do you know of our friend?
Who? George.
Yes. What do you know of George, out of curiosity?
Well, great many things. Don't see if all of it is really essential or necessary to talk about.
You know he's got a wicked psychic lance.
Yes.
Rudy
I
has
do.
lowered the mask and is now smiling. Sorry, I've had no patience. My patience has been worn thin all day. I apologize. That was low.
No, but it's true.
You have a
I
very
was not
fine-
expecting that.
You have a very fine disintegration ray yourself.
Oh, yes.
All right, let's get down to business. I feel like we are just teasing each other with information right now. Let's cut the foreplay and let's go straight to the questions.
Out of curiosity, would Rudy be one of the only people who's tanked a disintegration ray from Jalira and kind of been okay?
Make an insight check.
Oh, yes. Yes. Please. I will add all of the reborn. God damn it! Hang on, I'm adding the D6 that I get. The reborn knowledge to it. Oh, come on. 13.
I don't know.
With a
She's
plus
not giving away anything.
Oh,
she's got like a
Josie.
So
full.
I
poker
really
face.
wanted that.
You rolled a 2 and a 1.
I
Oh
know.
my god.
I can't like the plus 10 as well.
I know.
It's hard to see.
I know.
She's standing too far away from the light source.
Ah, damn lights! It's every time.
Your biggest rival.
And also, like, to be fair, like, she's got this human illusion going on, so who knows what her actual expression is.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Look, it's okay. Rudy knows. He's still here. He's still fine. He could probably tank another one, really. It's fine.
Wow, that's big balls.
Well, Arthur, you said questions, but I have something I'd like to say. First and foremost, pertaining to why I asked for this meeting.
Okay.
That was certainly one of my questions.
And you all see every now and then, it almost looks like the fires reflected in these mirrors Like there are two red dots static amongst these thousands of flickering flames. Well, Vanguard of the Black, you've made it quite apparent that you want to keep sticking sticks in my wheel, if you will. Keep plugging up the works. You're a nuisance, a thorn in my side, and you seem to have decided that that's what you want to do. So I'm giving you this chance to share some knowledge and insight. Perhaps we could come to an understanding.
Wonderful. What kind of knowledge would you like to share with us? I would love
Well,
to hear it.
yes. First and foremost, I assume that you have some inkling as to what my plans are.
We have an inkling, but I think you
We've
should
got a
tell us.
rough idea of,
If we're gonna be
of what you have planned.
if we're gonna be honest with each other and come to an agreement, I think we should know what our your plans are.
Well, plan is incredibly simple, actually. You see, it was made quite apparent that once the Ur-Dragons lose their prowess, once they have to continue on their legacy, however they choose to do that, that would essentially break the binding contract that prevents certain beings from influencing the material plane. And you've all felt this influence. And I'm stating this as a fact. How do you think that you all would come to such power so quickly, if not with the help of these beings?
Oh, I don't serve a god. I just cook him dinner sometimes.
And you don't think that he is helping you in return? How someone who spent centuries gardening all of a sudden could weave magic akin to that of archdruids doesn't surprise you? You don't question it?
What about
How someone who made a contract for their soul managed to, through sheer force, overpower said contract? Doesn't surprise you? The fact that one of you should be dead and is still walking around when there isn't even enough muscle on you to carry that armor. Still you walk as if nothing. That doesn't surprise you?
It surprises me, to be fair.
Look, just because we may have gifts from various gods doesn't mean we necessarily want them as our neighbors.
That's the thing. They've already moved in. They've signed the paperwork. You're just waiting for them to arrive.
So I do have
We're
a
just trying to get a, if you will, the first bid on the market.
if the gods are
They're all coming back. I'm just trying to make sure that the one I serve gets here first.
is it first serve, first come? Like whoever gets here first rules the world.
But of course,
So what's
there's going to be war regardless when they all come back in their own time. It's going to create chaos. And who better to run things in that kind of world than Suriel, the war herself.
That doesn't sound like it has a very productive future ahead of it.
But it will.
Well, for you, maybe. Maybe not
No,
for the
no,
rest of the
no,
world.
no. Because it all starts with war and conflict, then the sooner we can find peace. Don't you think?
No, a horseman of the apocalypse only wants an apocalypse. There's no brand newness after an apocalypse. It's just that's it. It's the end. Your end as well as anyone's. War will destroy everything.
No.
So you claim you would be immune from this war?
I would be part of the war. All I'm saying is that there will be war, regardless.
Well, you've seen to that with your army and such.
Yes, well, I'm telling you that no matter what, war would break out as soon
That
as the
sounds like
last Ur-Dragon gives up.
that sounds
their
like you're just
essence.
making a self-fulfilling prophecy there, Jalira. I don't.
That
Why wouldn't I? I would do anything for Suriel, honestly. She's done so much for me. This is the least I could do for her.
Are you wanting to kill the Ur-Dragons, or are you letting them
It's
live
not
out?
about killing them. It's simply about them revoking their physical form, giving their essence on in one shape or another that makes the contract mute.
I don't think that's enough to unbind the contract. Otherwise, you wouldn't have had to bother doing anything.
Well,
These-
I'm ushering
these-
it along.
These dragons are coming to, if they're coming to their time, like you say, then
Yeah.
and if all is going to be released regardless, then surely,
We're getting a
regardless
head
of what you
start.
do,
What happened if a new Ur-Dragon was born?
Well, a newer
contract-
dragon wouldn't. No,
The contract would
the
stay.
contract was stated in names. None of the newer Ur-Dragons have any. Sure, they will be formidable forces in our great and grand war, but they have no hold. They have nothing in this agreement.
But what if someone was to become an Ur-Dragon? As in, that essence of that dragon, not so much being passed or anything, but essentially...
Well, it's not the same dragon. It's a different dragon.
in a different body. Essentially, it's still the same dragon in a different body.
No, that's not how it works. It becomes a new dragon. New name, new personality, just same power.
If the gods are at war with
Yes,
the
it's
Ur-Dragon,
not an if. It is a fact.
why were we given power from the gods to stop you?
Well, to prolong this false peace, of course. And to give them the first pickings when they return to the world.
I do believe there are good gods, bad gods, and neutral gods. Some
But
that
of course, but that also means that will always be conflict. There will always be people who do not agree.
Yes, but unless you don't come to an agreement with other gods, the world will end. There will be no world to rise and rule and all that.
You do realize that that's how most worlds work, do you not?
A
The
battle.
power comes and goes. It changes hands.
The
This
power-
world has been left to its own devices for so long it has forgotten.
Arthur's getting cranky now. But the power of the gods mean death to all mortals.
Yes, but it also means life to all mortals. It is a cycle.
I think
But
that
you've been
cycle
left
continues
without.
regardless, though. I don't think there's a need for gods in this land.
But
not
they are
debating
coming back nonetheless.
Or if it's truly inevitable, then it's inevitable, and we'll have to deal with whatever comes.
Then why do you keep butting into my business?
Because you're trying to change things in a nature that doesn't really suit us.
All right, let me put
So
it.
it's out of inconvenience.
Well, yes, I find dying to armies of undead very inconvenient.
Would you rather die to demons?
Natural causes,
elementals?
preferably at an old
Natural
age.
causes. And she looks over towards Rudy. Disease, sickness. That will all come in mass floods as soon as this one's mistress comes back.
Yes, well, I'm not a big fan of that either. But that's the whole point, isn't it, to these contracts, is to keep a certain level of status quo.
Well, the contract is mute as soon as the last Earth Dragon gives up their essence, really. Well, sure, there might be a time before the barrier is completely broken.
Do you understand? You would understand. We are just trying to live life. We are trying to survive, to put it. If there was
Everyone
a chance,
is.
if there is a chance for us to live for as long as we can and fight for what we believe in is right, that's exactly what you're doing, is it not?
Yes.
Then we are essentially doing that ourselves. You are causing that to end a lot sooner than we want. You do what you want. Our lives are considerably shortened. We would not be around for much longer. So I think.
So you're doing it for selfish reasons.
Well, it doesn't sound like there's a lot on the table for anyone, whether it be it us or people that we care about in some fashion or anything.
Well, what I want is for the cycle to return quickly, rather than over long, excruciating amounts of time.
But all you're offering is an end in bringing, Suriel through and unending war. All of that is just a sooner death. There's no life in that.
War means a lot more than just drawing blood.
Yes, there is the war of words.
War forms bonds. War gives a sense of security. War can topple and bring about huge kingdoms. War is something that is only bad for the loser.
Look, the only way I would even accept a deal with you would be...
Oh, I'm not offering you a deal. I'm just telling you that this is what I'm doing. And I'm trying to make you understand. Just as how I would like to understand what you all have to gain from this.
We have to gain our freedom and lives to do what we will.
I think we basically have
But are you really free?
Well, as free as anyone is.
By accepting the powers of these beings, you've locked yourself into their paradigms.
The same question could be asked of you. Are you free? Or are you a slave to Suriel and her power?
I am doing this out of free will. I follow
are we.
Suriel because I've chosen to.
Well, at least in my circumstance, which, as you've already said, as you've already pointed out, might be a little bit different from the others, I choose to serve Urgathoa.
So then when the day comes, will the rest of you all turn against Rudy?
Well,
No.
we will turn against those who wish to cause harm to us and ours, of course. And forgive me, Rudy, but if you decided to stand in the way of protecting things we all cared about, then that would, of course, make you our enemy.
And I
But-
completely understand that. That is a completely honest, natural reaction.
I don't think we're
So-
going to understand each other at all.
No, I think understanding is there. I don't think understanding is the problem.
Do you then plan to keep sticking your nose into my business?
Are you going to keep planning what you're doing?
Are you going to continue to try and get us murdered?
Well, I've only tried to gotten you murdered because you've been getting in my way.
Well, we've only been getting in your way because you've been trying to get us murdered.
No,
Yes,
not really.
I've
You've been
defended
getting
us for a
into
lot of-
my business from the very start.
Well, we didn't know that then, did we?
No, perhaps
And now
not.
it's a whole thing.
But you also had the chance when I met you in Southport. You got into my business there. When all I asked was that you stay out of my business. You got
Well-
into it anyway.
We ask you at things and you
It's a
don't
little bit
listen either.
hard. It's a little bit hard to know what your business is ahead of time before we get into it. So
Well, I'm asking you now. What are you planning to do?
we're
If,
planning.
if our business doesn't coincide, if your plans and mine are not colliding directly, will you leave me to my own devices?
I think
Arthur
it-
turns around and goes,
Hmm?
if you can not kill us, and looks around at the group, we'll stay out of your way.
I
Gerald,
Arthur, what are you talking about?
You specifically, the four of you. I leave
Uh,
you alive.
and George.
Arthur,
it's
sit down.
it's
And everyone else is fair game. That's quite
Ah.
skewed in my favor, you understand.
Yes, just know
No.
Arthur tends to speak a little quickly without thinking his words through. Don't you, Arthur?
Jalira, and Nana turns, and you
Yes,
can
my
see
love.
that she has this whole time been druid crafting the potato back. This entire
There's just a
time.
bunch of little potato vines now.
There is more than one at this point.
oh, I can
And
just
she-
imagine like they'll be getting under the flooring as well, so they can pop up in different places.
You know it. So she turns around because she's been paying attention, but she has not been saying anything. And she said, "Thank you very much for giving us perspective on the cycle of things. Unfortunately, without our last member, we're not really able to come to a consensus on what we will do. You know, we should put it to a vote."
Do whatever you need to, but then if you get in my way, I will treat you as an obstacle.
An obstacle we will be.
Again,
Very
there
well.
you go, making those sweeping statements without realizing the gravity of them, Arthur.
And I do suggest that maybe, rather than asking me what's going to happen, ask your own benefactors what their plans are when they retake this realm.
Well, perhaps that's a good thing to do. And if I may offer a word of advice in return, I think you should tell
Always.
him that you're proud of him.
Who?
Oh, you know, your son.
My son. I'm afraid I do not understand.
Oh, this is probably why he has mother issues.
I think she's referring to Logahin.
Look. Oh. No. He's not my son. I just told him that to get him to cooperate.
You bitch. That's what Arthur.
And he fell for it. Oh. Wonderful.
Arthur just.
No, I
Arthur-
do have a child. but they're not here.
I see. Well, perhaps consider the same with them then.
I've decided to take more of a distant approach. Let them be their own person. They don't even know who I am. I check in now and then, but they don't know.
Well, look, I think the main problem for us here is that the person you're trying to let in first is really only interested in killing a lot of people and causing conflict, and we just want to be chill, you know? And I don't think that really works in that sense. So perhaps it would be better for us in that respect if all the gods just fought amongst each other, and Suriel can have a little war with the rest of the gods and leave us out of it.
Not really how it works, though.
Well,
Have you tried it?
things can work in different ways if you give them a try.
Maybe. But that's not really up to me.
It could be.
I'm just doing what she asks.
You're talking a big game of questioning those above us, but you're doing very little questioning of your own, Jalira.
No. I know what she's after. But I'm on board.
Yeah.
You see, I have my own reasons, and I don't see an issue.
What is in it for you? I don't understand. This war amongst
Me?
the gods. What do you get out of
Yeah.
this?
Well, I get to have my mistress by my side. Is that not what all of you want with your deities?
No, not really.
Then why do you accept their boon? Why do you give them your praise?
Do any of you praise yours? I don't know that that's necessarily. Well, besides you, Rudy, we all know you're.
Well, you all do it in your own way. Nana cooks the food. Arthur does his all to protect the rest of you. And you're drowning yourself in magic. You don't even understand, traitor. She looks at you, Gerald.
I think you'll find it's all above board.
I wouldn't be so sure. I feel like I know more about my benefactor than you do about yours.
That may
at
be
this
so.
point.
Doesn't make you less wrong, though.
Again, perspective. I think that depends on what you're after, really.
And that's why what we're talking about here, isn't it? It's all perspective, really.
Yes, it is.
Well, then let me offer a perspective of my own. I enjoy a world where we lift each other up and help each other. And sometimes we will have conflicts, but we will come back stronger from those conflicts. But I don't know that an apocalypse is going to fit in that little dream of mine.
I don't feel like I'm being heard.
I think you are. You're just not being listened to.
Yes. I feel like you're choosing to only listen to certain things.
I'm well aware that war can bring new beginnings, but
Yes.
sometimes change is hard. And sometimes change is too much.
Especially if the change is killing everyone you know and love.
Well, again, why are you so hooked up on the killing?
Well, because that's kind of a big part of it, really. And
No.
my biggest concern.
I represent the horsemen of war, not death. It's a big difference. Please keep them separate.
You know why there are 4 horsemen that ride together, though, right?
Maybe once, but it's been a long time since they rode together. You do realize that all of their wishes would come to an end with the apocalypse. There would be no war, no death, no famine, no plagues. That would end with the apocalypse. None of them want that.
Then what is the point?
To be first. To win. To conquer. What is the point of war if not to be the victor?
Has Suriel thought of taking up knitting?
And cooking's a good opportunity as well.
There's so many hobbies.
What
I think
about
she's a bit too busy.
what about creating like miniatures and they do war on a table?
Oh, yes, you could make a game out of it.
You really could.
They
And
could have some dragons in it.
You could call them war games.
You know those already exist, right?
Oh, yes, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
dragon chess and such, yes, of course, but
Yeah.
Doesn't hit the same, I'm assuming.
Not quite. It's not as exhilarating.
hmm.
Well, I think it's clear that we're not going to understand each other's side.
Well, I wouldn't even necessarily say that. I do understand. I just think it's very misguided to think that a war is somehow, unending war is somehow going to bring you happiness. Because I think that's all it really comes down to for any of us, is it not? That we all just wish to be pleased with our existence. And you seem to think that war is going to be pleasing to you in a if it's in a never-ending state. But I think you'll find that it will sour quite rapidly in your mouth.
Find that hard to believe.
What is war good for, though?
Absolutely
Absolutely
nothing.
nothing. Exactly.
Say it again.
Exactly.
Say it again, Arthur.
Wait, I thought we had a free pass today.
Internet high five. Yeah.
She turns to Arthur and says, "Huh?"
Say it again, Gerald.
War.
Yeah. What is it good for?
Right. Well, is
It's
that
good for a great many things.
No.
Just look at history.
That doesn't. History is full of terrible things, and most of them start with war.
Yes. But again, during the war, a lot of things can happen.
Of course. Do you not agree, though, that perhaps things can change without war? I'm just saying. Like, maybe you can discuss things as we're doing now, and perhaps things can be different. Perhaps you can change things through discussion. I don't see you here.
Is this working for you? Are we coming to an understanding here? Because I feel like the same would happen on a different scale. If we sat everyone down to talk, we would just realize that everyone is in a disagreement and they don't want to agree.
Well, can you agree that this unending war that's going to take place is only going to be verbal? And that just
No.
people will just be verbally disagreeing with each other and trying to talk it out?
No, because that will never work.
Well, neither will killing everyone.
I'm again. What's with this killing everyone?
Well, if we can't talk it out and we can't kill it out, then
But
how
it's
are
a
you
show of
going-
force
For what?
to decide who's right.
Why don't you just play a
Strongest
game over it?
will win. It is a game.
What about
It's
just
called war.
arm wrestling?
Flip a coin, even.
I'm done.
Me too.
I'm done.
I am graciously happy we did get to speak. This was very mature, very honorable of you. But as you said, no one's going to understand each other here.
This was certainly eye-opening, and I'm sure if Suriel wants a war, she's going to get one. The potatoes have grown more.
She looks over. Well, if there's nothing else, then please, I have some renovations to do, and then I'm heading south for business.
And some weeding.
I'll get someone else to do that.
Let's take our leave.
Oh, and try not to mess with any of the townsfolk, would you? It's very tiresome.
Did I hurt anyone?
Yes, people's sense of self.
And they weren't happy when they found out.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't have found out if you hadn't gone and butted in.
You invited us here. That's what we do. We
Here,
fight.
yes, to this house. This
Yes, I think you know of us slightly better than that by now, surely.
Look, he would have got it away
I mean,
with
you've
it
been
if it wasn't
watching
for us pesky
24/7.
kids.
Like, come on. Also, can we talk about that watching us 24/7 thing?
Yes, that's got to stop. It's just
really
creepy.
Like, come on.
No.
I mean, do I keep sending you nightmares? No. So perhaps we can both agree to not do that thing.
No.
Well, I've got some nightmares coming up for you then. Good day.
Good day.
Just for the record, now, Josie, every single night that I have any spell slots left before I go to
Okay.
sleep, I'm going
Uh-huh.
to be sending her nightmares.
Okay.
Oh, ironically, psychological warfare,
Yep.
which is hilarious,
It's
actually.
like,
Can you-
yeah, I mean, she's going to love it. She's all about
Yeah, she
war.
should love it. Yeah.
Can it be potato related?
Oh, yeah.
As you head upstairs, get back up. You go through the foyer again. This time the railings covered in people, servants. They're just looking at all of you as you pass through. Outside as well, everyone has stopped whatever they were doing, and they're just watching as you walk by.
That was weird. That was not at all what I was expecting.
Well, she's certainly given us things to think about.
She's
mean-
definitely a zealot. That much I can say for sure.
I think we
Oh,
just need to talk to
completely
our guys.
bonkers, head over heels for Suriel.
Already make an insight check.
Oh dear.
Oh
The
no!
rate I've been rolling. Oh, okay, 26. We'll take a 26.
Hey, that's all right. That's not a 1.
As you say that, sounds about right.
Sorry? As in...
I said, as you say that out
Yeah.
loud,
Yeah.
you feel like, could that be it? Is that what this is all about?
That she's just completely and utterly infatuated with Suriel.
Like actually in love.
Well, she did say mistress, so I was low-key picking up on that, and I was like,
Maybe
Well-
who she was on the phone to when we spied on her.
On the mirror phone too.
Mirror
yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
And the mirrors in the basement reflecting those two singular points of contact, probably eyes.
Right. Right. It's like, babe, I just want to bring you to my mansion.
Is it really as simple as the fact that she's just madly infatuated with Suriel? Everything, all of this is just... Oh, that's so dumb.
This is just for love.
well,
I mean,
people do a lot of things for love.
I would do anything for love. I won't do that.
That's very good for today.
I wanted to emulate Vegeta in Team
Oh
4
my
Star.
God.
It's so cool, but it's so dumb.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah,
cool.
yeah. I know where you're going. As soon as friggin'
Oh, so
Rosie
that's
said what he
Rudy's
said.
thoughts, not my thoughts. I think it's really cool, but Rudy was like, "That's so dumb."
As soon as you said that, I was like, Vegeta. And then it was like, then Roji was like on his thing. I was like, too many funny things.
As soon as you said "mistress by my side," and I was like, "No, it's probably just how she phrased it."
Well,
No,
I actually thought that because I remember like when we spied her and we saw her talking to us, definitely what sounded like a significant other. I presumed it was another, not God.
oh my God, how are we gonna break the news to poor Logan that he's adopted?
Not even adopted.
Not even adopted.
Stolen.
No, he's just a patsy,
Yeah.
poor boy, and
Yeah.
like being lied to, and we're gonna turn that boy.
Poor kid.
Oh my
He
God,
deserves
actually
We're
River
gonna
Love.
turn that boy. We're gonna train him up, and we're gonna let
Villain
him
arc.
loose back on
We
Jalira.
need a
A
Logan
redemption arc.
training
Look at him.
montage.
Yeah, he's like realizes that everything he's been told his whole life is a lie, and that he's finally brings himself into the light, and we've got a whole shonen arc for him.
Well, I can tell you, Roju, that we do have in chat someone simping real hard for Gerald right now.
Wait,
What?
what?
Hang on.
We have Christoph the Great, who's been in here just talking about Gerald and Roju. And now we've got Gerald is my new dad. Please teach me, Papa. That is simping. I'm sorry.
No worries,
I
son.
did a
calm
Gouda.
down on
It's
the
called
word.
recognizing my real dad.
I did a Gouda.
Just
full
that
on.
word is
Yeah.
iffy on
We would
Twitch,
all
don't
tier
say
3
that.
sub
Yep.
for Gerald, I think.
Yeah.
Tier
But
3
I-
sub? Yeah?
Tier 3
I
sub,
had
yeah.
Gouda
Is there something?
full on losing her shit when, they're saying, oh yeah, not my son, like straight away.
Mm.
Gouda's like, smashing keyboard and goes, I have words to say to her. Let me in. Let George in. I have
Let
words."
me in.
Yeah. What a
me
day,
in.
what a day
George-
to not be
George
here.
suddenly crosses the plains into the basement. Now listen here, you little shit.
Yeah. George just shows up in front of her. Like,
Yeah,
Gouda was fully going off the rail. Like, I need to be in there.
yeah, that was what a session to not be here, Gouda. Oh no. Oh no.
it was lovely. It was lovely. At least you could join us for a bit in chat.
Yes. Thank you for
that's
being
true.
here in
Thanks,
chat.
Scooter.
We
my
appreciate
God.
you.
I
We
need to
do.
bounce super quickly because I am
Boing.
more sweat than man. It's
Oh, shit.
It is actually terrible right now.
You're gonna dry out and actually look like Rudy.
Yep.
Orb, you cheeky little shit.
Yeah, Orb is very much like the Fro and is
Yeah,
dying of heat
It's fine.
up here.
It's
so
fine.
He is running away.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll handle
Oh.
handle sending your people away.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That was a very interesting session.
Mm.
Yes. Yes. So you got a lot of
Mm.
yeah, we're gonna-
information.
Nana is
Got-
gonna
got
raise
a
that
lot.
kid right. Don't you worry.
Oh,
Got a lot of things to chew on.
okay.
Not all.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
Orb.
Good night, Orbe.
Dutch has auto started a raid to Josie, so I guess I will do that as
Oh,
well.
shit.
I guess I'll do that as well.
Nice.
So that'll come through in a few seconds.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I will make sure to send your people
Yes.
somewhere nice.
Sorry to lump that on.
No,
you,
all
Josie.
good. All good.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
I
good.
do want to
That was
ask
good.
though, Cuddly, since you were very quiet during that conversation, what was Nana thinking?
Well, I think Nana would recognize that, like, I feel like you can kind of look at it like a bushfire, where a bushfire is really destructive, but ultimately does bring new plant life. So I know, and Nana would know that with the forest, like there is a cycle, there is a change, and new can be good,
Mm.
but new can also be bad. So like the fact that Nana doesn't want this change. She doesn't want to be responsible for plunging them into that chaos, because then you may not see the light for a very, very, very long time. So she understands where they're coming from, where Jalira's coming from. So she's not going to argue that point. But she also wanted to gain more information about, like, it's good that she was listening about like the, check with your benefactors. Did they know that the Ur dragons have